everyone doing? This
You're
music
asking
is
us or the
so
chat?
everyone. How is everyone doing? Every single person. um Normally Ben and I would start, but I actually think that in this instance, Pat, why don't you
making me
bring
work?
us in? I know.
Put on your big
Hello.
boy pants.
I don't. Wait, were we supposed to wear pants?
More metaphorical pants.
Hello. Thank you for joining us. I am, for those of you who don't know, we're going to just jump right in. We can do some intros. My name is Pat Edwards. I'm a writer, TTRPG designer. We're here today to debut chapter 1 of this upcoming campaign book that is currently funding on BackerKit called The Black Ballad that I'm co-creating with some amazing partners like my business partner and friend Rick Hines and Courtney Penny and a host of other amazing other contributors. It's an adaptation of an album by DM Morte, like we did with the Red Opera, and we've got just ridiculous art headed up by our great art director James Masingo. We've got downloadable NPC audio snippets. Basically, this is an crazy, brutal, epic campaign that answers the questions: what happens when the heroes die? And with me, I have got some amazing, truly amazing people, and also Ben. So let's go around the horn and introduce and tell the Amateurish Productions crew a little bit about yourself. Jennifer, you didn't think I was going to tell you first, did you?
I'm Jennifer. I'm a freelance illustrator and artist. You can find me on socials at JenPeg, as well as on the Geek Link channel every Thursday in Rhyme of the Frostmaiden inspired campaign.
All right. And Jesse.
Hi, I'm Jesse Jurdek. How the hell are you? That's not what I planned on saying. I am a TTRPG nerd. I do 3D modeling, I make campaign content, I show up on things like this and I make funny voices. I'm a cosplayer, I'm a failed actor and a failed mixed martial artist. And I am currently the sweatiest person on the stream. Next.
Glyza.
Hi, I'm Glyza. I go by they, them. I am a person of many hats. I'm a podcast host, a writer, a variety streamer, a talk show host. I'm the director of philanthropy on TTRPG, as well as a partner on the Gremlin Collective. But today I am in front of you as a TTRPG personality. To see all of the stuff that I'm in, or wherever you need to find me, just check out bio.link/classical Glyza, or just look for @classical Glyza everywhere on the socials, but especially on Twitter while it's still up and running, because I do make all of my announcements there. So that's me. Hey.
And Katie and Ben, why don't you, we might have some, whether it's myself, Jennifer, Glyza, Jesse, some people from our circles. Why don't you just, in case we got any newcomers here to Amateurish Productions, tell us about it.
If you are here, you probably know us, but if you do not, this is our Twitch channel along with our friend Zeki. We do all things TTRPGs, a little bit of talk shows here and there, occasionally video games, but I would say that like the heart and soul of our content here is absolutely in the TTRPG space. Ben, if you want to add anything, you can.
I'm Ben.
That's all I need to say. Do you have? I know you have a specific link. Do you want to drop that?
Yes, it is pinned. It's pinned in the chat. I have put it in the chat twice and also pinned it. So if you want to go back, the Red Opera. Jesus Christ!
I mean, if you're here and you haven't, the Red Opera. I mean, you want to buy one? You can. I'll tell you one.
Well, it's been a long day. The Black Ballad, the new one. I'm so sorry, Pat.
It's a good. Fuck.
Oh man. Green screen doesn't like it.
Doesn't like it.
Anyway.
No, you should back it. But those of you who are here and have already backed it, I personally want to thank you so much. I just refreshed and it says BackerKit down for maintenance. No,
Rip.
we crashed it. Hey, but no, it was our express goal at the start of it was $65,000. That's higher than you see a lot of these, but because we want to make sure that we were honest and about like what it costs to actually create these big large tomes and pay people what they are due for their work, the artists and the editors, layout designers. We have like Ollie, they're great. They do like they've been pumping out TikToks like it's their job because it is their job, and social media, and we want to make sure all of these people get paid, and that was our number to make sure everyone, basically except Rick, my partner, and I and myself, got paid. And now we've blown through it, and we're at last time it was like $73,000, and we're a day and a half in, and I'm just like, overwhelmed. I've cried twice, and I'm really grateful to all of you who have backed it. Those of you sharing your time with us tonight, we're gonna have some fun. You're getting a first look. This is the first time that chapter 1 of the book is going to be played and showcased publicly. So with that, unless anyone has anything, we can dive right in, start playing.
I mean, this is music from
games.
the Immortal.
Thank you. Yes,
this music. This is them. This is their. Is this from the album that Black Ballad is based on? I would assume so. Right?
Yeah. This is music they cut specifically. So you're gonna get this is an if you're on the fence, you get a soundtrack. Play this campaign too. You get a whole soundtrack. Come on. You get pre-recorded NPC audio snippets you can play at key moments, recorded by different voice actors, including Carlos Ferro, who was a voice. He was Dom in the Gears of War series. He was Leonardo da Vinci in the Assassin's Creed series. Also, just a pretty good dude. So much cool stuff. Come check it out. But we're gonna go ahead. I want to jump in because I want to give us plenty of time to have fun tonight. I've got a little bit of a scene setting thing I'm gonna read here, and then we'll kind of get everyone kind of the mood right. I know I need it for myself because I'm naturally a very silly person. This is a very serious story. But all right, here we go. There is no shortage of belief systems that speak of death as the next phase of soul's existence. Speak any sacred text from virtually any faith, and you'll find a quote that starts along the lines of, "Death is not the end, it's merely the next step." And the thing is, they're not wrong. Death isn't the end. In fact, there are more afterlives, heavens, and hells than the mortal mind could fathom. And those afterlives are chock full of excitement and thrills. But what about those souls who aren't destined for that? Most souls follow a predictable trajectory. They live a life trapped in a mortal body. Their body dies, and the soul moves on to an afterlife. But then there are those souls whose path is, thanks to resurrection magic, much more winding and circuitous. Where do these souls go in the time between death and resurrection? Long, long ago, they would simply show up in an afterlife only to be plucked back to the land of the living. And this yielded no small amount of conflict and chaos. I want you to imagine a scenario where a mortal dies, their soul enters the domain of a god. They are then resurrected, and thanks to any number of factors, when they die again, they wind up in an afterlife of a different god. Naturally, the first god would feel cheated. There would be conflict between these gods, their followers. It would spill into the mortal realms. There would be holy wars, more death, more resurrection, more chaos. Repeat. This was the way of things until the goddess Nixia sacrificed herself to create a new plane of existence. This realm was to act as a place where souls with unfinished business could wait before moving on to the next phase of existence. A place where they could learn how much time they had left, where they were destined to spend eternity. Nixia's sacrifice birthed a domain unlike any other in the universe. This is how the Sunless Crossing was formed. And then kind of camera pans down, and we cut to rolling plains of golden wheat and gray grass stretched to a darkened horizon in every direction. The lone feature in the sky is a single, massive vortex of clouds stretching over the entirety of the land. Amid the flecks of ash perpetually drifting down, several large droplets of silvery gold dew begin to fall. 5 specifically. They have veins of golden light pulsing through them as they grow larger and larger until they strike the ground with a splash. Not a splash of water, but rather a splash of golden light. Where each one lands, a figure now remains. Katie, can you please describe the first figure to stand up?
Yeah, absolutely. So sort of sitting up and looking about her, you see about 5'7" tall, darkish, grayish green skin, very sharp pointed features, wearing a black cloak that almost shimmers as if for a second it meshes with the landscape around it. She has very dark hair that is drawn back into one long plait down her back, although her hood is raised, so you can really only see the flecks that fall by her ears and the sides of her face. She is wearing over her shoulder a harness that is attached to quite a large crossbow. And she sort of sits up and looks around and takes stock of things and says, well, this isn't what I expected.
And not far from Elira, this person, another figure sits up, kind of coming to. And Glyza, who do we see sitting up?
The first thing you hear is a shout of her going ah, and then like trails away, and she looks around. She's like, all right, this is weird. And is like, and sitting up is a purple-haired changeling. Her skin is gray, and she's wearing this ring that is that she's now looking at, and she's speaking into the ring like, hello, are you there, but no one seems to be answering, and she's very confused at what's happening right now. She's like, where am I?
And a few feet from a few feet away, there's a dwarven fellow who hears that someone say, "Where am I?" And Jesse, who is that?
Sure. Yeah. So I yell over, "Fuck if I know!" And I kind of sit up. My legs are still kind of splayed, wide. It's all rolled up around my waist. It's probably a little bit indecent in there right now. And I realize I've got something in my mouth. I spit it out, and it's an orc's finger. I get really pissed off about that, and I shove that in my sporran. And you see, slowly, painfully get to his feet, a dwarven fellow with a salt and pepper grey beard and long salt and pepper hair, like a black and red kilt, and some chainmail. He's just covered in blood, head to toe. And he just looks right pissed off. And he looks over at the lithe character over there and kind of grunt and nod. And you see he's carrying like a big hammer and a shield. And he's looking around like he's expecting to be attacked or something. And then you realize that's not happening, and so he'll probably wander over to the voice that he heard, ask where they are.
So that would be Sloon, I believe, is the voice he heard.
Aye.
I don't know. I don't even know any of you.
And then Jennifer, who sits up next?
So you see this sage green colored tiefling with like dark foresty green hair, like braided, like lavender in it. And she sits up and she's just like, whoa. And she sees the other people and she's like, oh, are we in like a liminal space? Is this like an in-between? I like, sometimes you have dreams, and then other times you realize it's not a dream, and you wake up, and then this time, I didn't wake up, or maybe I did, but like now we're here,
At this point, Sloon is mumbling to herself, "Did I fucking do shrooms again? Damn it!"
And finally, Ben, who is he standing up?
Well, hello, bonjour. Before you see an Argonauty, bit of a wispy fellow, sort of a swashbuckling look, but yeah, more of a way with words than anything else. And he sort of surveys the land around him and the people and says, well, welcome, friends. I've actually been here before. This is, how do you say, liminal,
Yeah, it's like a liminal space,
Yeah,
like we're waiting,
We are dead. To be clear, I want you guys to know we are fully dead.
Oh, so it's not a dream.
No, you are dead.
Hearing Adelard say that he's been here before, Elira's eyes snap towards him and she goes, "Tell me everything you know."
Well, pretty much this place. If we wait for, I don't know, a minute or two, somebody should come along, collect us, something like this. That's about all I know. To be fair,
As
Like
if
a
on
guidance counselor?
yeah, something like that. More like a camp counselor.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, to wrangle us.
as if on
Y'all-
cue, you go ahead, Doc, but you see a humanoid finger walking in your direction through the field.
A finger?
I basically,
Oh, okay. I heard finger and I was like,
I also
oh
heard
god.
a
just
thumb.
like the Pixar lamp, just like
it's a 6-foot finger just hopping through.
Don't tell me with a good time.
I will.
You guys see that too, right?
I do instinctively raise my crossbow and aim it at this creature that is running towards us.
I'll just reach over and put my hand on the crossbow. And it's okay. You don't have to do this.
Right, is
The
the
thing-
guy that... Sorry, I was going to ask if this is the guy that drops off the lemons. We're in a liminal space, so I was just hoping... When they
You're
say
all
when
saying a
when
lot
death
of
gives you
words.
lemons.
Pat, can you kill me? Here?
Yeah,
Right now.
I think I would also like to
No,
die if
I'm-
possible again.
You're gonna give Jesse inspiration for that.
Yeah, buddy. Let's go.
Don't make bad pun jokes to a dad. You're gonna get inspiration every
You're
time.
gonna get rewarded.
So, as the draw is near, you see an animated skeleton wearing a wide brim hat, a long overcoat, and carrying a walking stick of tan gnarled wood. He waves, friendly like. I mean, that's the only indication you get. You're not really getting any expressions on face because it's a skull. And you hear a voice, kind of a gravelly voice. Greetings, fellow dead folk, and welcome to the Sunless Crossing. The name is Johann Marrow, yes, as in bone marrow, and no, the irony is not lost on me. Let us begin by addressing the 800-pound gargoyle in the room that is your life and death. So, first off, you died, you're dead, deceased. And he stops mid, and he sees Adelar. He goes, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Bonjour, my friend. It's been a
As you,
while.
fucking hell. You
How are you doing?
was great till I saw you was back here. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
it's
There's people
nice
still
to
want you.
see you.
Yeah, you know how many people want your soul obliterated from all of existence in the city?
Probably a few more than the last time I was here, no?
I've known him for about 30
Yes.
seconds and would like to add my name to that list if I could.
That is not very nice. I kept you from killing him.
Hey,
I'm-
you
I'll-
guys say
Again, I'm
Killing
dead.
one.
You're dead. We're all dead. We have shuffled off our mortal coils.
How do I get back?
Back to the mortal plane.
Yes.
Oh, actually, you know what? All is not lost because, as I mentioned, you're in the Sunless Crossing. If you're here, probably means you're destined for resurrection at some point.
Oh, thank God.
Or you got some personal shit you got to figure out before you go. But more than likely, you're destined for resurrection at some point. When I say at some point, could be a few hours, could be a few centuries. So just,
What if you have both?
I mean, that's kind of what I got a title. I'm what's called an Ashen Shepherd. These here are the Ashen Fields. I'm here to guide you a bit on a journey of self-reflection and introspection as you await your ultimate fate.
I don't
The
love
blood. Holy shit! There, half pint. What happened to you? Did you take a bath in a bottle of Merlot?
No, it's blood. I don't.
Yeah, I
drink
figured.
Merlot.
Obviously, it's blood. You're dead. I knew it was. I was being cheeky.
Oh, yeah, right. You should see the other guys.
Instinctively realizing that he is covered in blood, I start looking on myself for some kind of wound or some kind of indication of how I died.
If you aren't aware, you're gonna manifest how you kind of visualize yourself. So if you think you're fine, you're gonna
Oh, fuck. All right, that's fine.
like Brickers is covered in blood because Brickers is very aware of what happened to him
Yep.
in his final moments.
Figures. All right, that's fine.
I mean, so do we all good with the concept here? Like, we all,
I mean, not
sometimes
not really.
people need a minute. They need a minute to kind of like come to terms with the fact that they're
I
no
I don't
longer-
need a minute, but I'm certainly not good.
Hey, as long as the
Okay.
wizard isn't here, I'm good.
I mean, there's a lot of wizards here, but like,
I-
probably not the one
I
you're
mean,
talking about.
yeah. No, I don't think he's here. I think that means he's permanently dead, which is great for me.
That's good. So, honestly, this is great. Usually, I feel like I get a lot more questions and stuff, and this is I'm all for it. Like, if you want me to stop moving
Well-
because you can see there's not much around here.
I mean, I don't think we have another option. So, yes.
No, you don't. I mean, other
Didn't
than like
think so.
wander aimlessly across the Ashen Fields unguided until you eventually go insane, come down with a case of Scarlet Madness, and your soul deteriorates into an unrecognizable abomination that has
Don't
to
love
be
it.
destroyed.
Don't love it. Gonna be
Okay.
honest, not the option I'm gonna pick. We're gonna go with you for sure.
Question: Is there like an
Yeah.
ashen bar or a tavern?
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
It's called
Great.
it's called,
Yeah,
the,
let's go to
it's called the
that.
Junction. I'm gonna take you there eventually. We got a few stops. We got stops to make on the way. I'm gonna take you to the Junction. It's kind of like a reset place before you go out, and you're like, this is like a pre-journey, and then you go on your true journey.
Fine.
Great.
I'm just looking forward to going back to my favorite place.
I
Maybe
actually
do a
do
little
have a
gambling.
question. I do have a question. Is this like a cohort? Do we have to stay together?
I mean, not necessarily.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, she's a
I
real
just-
downer, you know?
I just think
Can see why
that
they killed her.
we were put together for like a reason, you know.
Absolutely
Like,
not.
We were just
No.
we all
no.
landed here at the same time, so like it's like we're
Oh,
coming together, you know, like we're
No.
one.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm getting a good vibe.
Also, that's what she said.
I get why you would not take the green one at face value. To be fair, though, I've been doing this almost a century, almost 100 years, and usually, if a group who did not know each other in their mortal lives lands together, there's some kind of destiny at play. So that you still have your own choices, but just letting you know, like 9 times out of 10, some circumstances are. Like I said, I've been doing this a while.
Great. Let's go. Forward march,
maybe-
whatever.
Maybe some of these people, one of these people here, is the one you need to interact with to have that realization about yourself he
I-
was talking about.
Highly doubt that, but
I could tell. He points at Adelard. I could tell you it's not that one.
I can also
It's
tell
just-
myself
I
that.
feel very targeted right now, and I don't think I've done anything. I was wearing pants when I arrived this time. Come on, man, you gotta cut me some slack.
The
else
more
I
you
do.
talk, the less I like you.
I don't really care about what you have to say. You are a wet
Right?
blanket.
You
do
I
have
actually
a-
like, and I turned to you and I'm like,
I-
you're great. You
I-
I could get along
I
with.
do have a question though, because you said, unfinished business, or perhaps, a likelihood of being resurrected. But I was retired. I don't have any finished business, so I don't know really why I'm here on MR. I don't want to be resurrected. I am ready to move on. I lived a good life.
I mean, I don't make the decisions on who comes in, who doesn't. I just shepherd the souls to where they need to be. So, like, shall we go? Shall we we can do a walk and talk.
Beer.
Beer. Yeah, we'll get, yeah. To be fair, like, it doesn't really do much for, I mean, if you think about it hard enough, you can still get drunk. You can trick your mind into getting drunk. But you're like, this body you got is not
So-
like actually a physical
so
body.
this-
It's like you're manifesting it.
This is my
I like-
company, and alcohol doesn't work. Okay.
I mean, it does.
When,
It does
when-
if you
I mean,
want
if
it
you
too
wish
hard
hard
enough.
enough.
Yeah.
Can we just go, please? The sooner we start walking, the sooner I can be done with whatever
Yeah.
is happening here.
As
Oh, yeah.
everybody starts to walk, Sloone sort of stays behind and just holds out like her hands and is wishing really hard for a cup of hot chocolate. And I don't know if it works, but she's holding on to it, her hand, and she's just walking, holding out her hand for a cup of hot chocolate and wishing really, really, really hard for it.
Not like that. Sorry. It's,
I don't trust a single thing you say, but that's fine.
Yeah, a lot
I
of
mean, he has so
animosity
much fun there.
for
Like, there's still people that want to kill him.
keeps things
Again.
fun.
So as we are walking, Johan just kind of just apprising you all. He's like, you don't look like y'all look like it's some interesting lives before you died. Anyone had any good stories to tell? Any interesting enemies they faced? Any times they narrowly escaped death?
So
Yes,
I
thank
think
you,
you
Jesse.
asked us about moments in our life where we almost died, but that was the entirety
I'm
of my
just-
life. So I don't know if you want a specific moment. I could start at birth and just kind of work my way up, or what are you looking for?
I'm not looking for nothing. I'm just making conversation as we stroll along through this field of wheat and grass. and
In that
whatnot.
case, I respectfully abstain.
There's not a lot of fun to be had in abstinence there, Elira.
I didn't say I abstain from everything.
Oh, sorry. Good. Not that it matters to me personally, though, just to be square.
I just give you this look and I keep walking. Let's go. It's cool. Everything's fine.
Okay.
We are having a great session. Nothing has gone wrong. It's wonderful.
Johan suddenly stops moving and talking. His head swivels left to right and back again. He says, "Shh," as he crouches to delicately wipe a bit of ash that's accumulated on the thistles of a nearby bush. He holds his hands up, watch the ash blow away. He looks in the direction where the wind that blew the ash came from and points. Looking where he's pointing, you see a powerful wind sweep across the fields, kicking up an ocean of gray ash. The wind seems to shift its trajectory, curving left again, and again, until the wind is swirling around and around. More and more ash is sucked in, and the very shadows of the foliage seem to stretch and contort, lending their blackness to the whirlwind. The ash and shadow mingle together, and a moment later, a raging tornado of blackness looms over the prairie. It begins to streak across, tearing up grass, wheat, laying waste everywhere it goes. Johan turns to you all and shouts, "Run!"
Run?
Oh,
This did not happen last time. We should go.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
starts taking
just
off.
like in any direction, or
I assume in the opposite direction, and I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace and start running.
I'm
Okay.
going to click my heels and, wings pop out of it and just sort of fly away the opposite direction
Okay. Of us or of the thing?
of the thing.
Okay, because you're like, I'm just gonna go that way.
So let's say I'm trying to visualize. Are you all running in generally the same direction? Or so let's say
Away from
there's no north.
this.
It's moving. Let's say it's moving east, and Johan is also like running kind of like east, like to outrun it or get away from it. Where are you all running?
East.
I'm gonna run with Johan for sure.
I'm going with that guy.
Right.
I'm following them.
I'm going to hold up the edges of me kilt so I can really stride out. And,
I'm gonna hold my hand out to Brickers. You want to fly?
oh, that would be wonderful. Can you do
Awesome.
that?
I mean, I'm just gonna hold on to you and hold tight, and then we're gonna fly.
Look out below. Enjoy the view.
Lyra's doing everything she can to not look up.
Adelaide instinctually looks up and goes, "It's a pretty good show."
Oh. God.
It's like a beer mug.
I'm with morons. I'm with morons. I am with morons. Whew.
I don't know about moron, but I'm flying away.
Oh, there's definitely more up there. Let me tell you.
Brickers, you've been blessed by chat, so you can add a D4 to your next roll.
To keep that kilt in place, hell yeah.
So we're sprinting.
Sloone is flying. Sloone can fly because of her boots and is holding on to Brickers so that Brickers doesn't fall. And while Sloone is flying, she's also talking to her ring, who at this point still has not spoken back to her, and she's very annoyed at this. And she's like, "Damn it, say something! Damn it, are you still here? Like, you're dead already. I can't, like, why are you not responding? Did you just sort of disappear?" But no reply.
Yep. It's so fun. So this is. I just want two voices, I guess, because apparently it's only when I
Every
try to do
character
voices.
sounds just like Pat Edwards. It's weird.
I know. Yeah.
They're all so lovable.
All right.
I'm playing Elira Pond. She is a drow, part Gloomstalker Ranger and part Assassin Rogue. I know we were reintroducing. I heard that part.
I'm playing Adelard, who is a Air Genasi or Ganassi bard and rogue multi-class.
Oh yeah, Sloone, what species are you?
Oh, Sloone is a changeling. And can change, shapeshift. So I'm definitely gonna use that at some point.
Hell yeah.
I'll jump in. Brickers is a dwarf, if you couldn't tell by my terrible Scottish accent. He's wearing a kilt that he thinks is long, but is probably only like maybe 11 inches long because he's got really stubby legs. He's super broad. He's as broad as he is tall. He's probably super impressed that Sloone is able to lift him at all. He's probably pushing about 330. Just a absolute Coke can of a guy.
Holy shit!
Lots of them shaped like a Coke can.
Holy shit!
Yeah, he's like maybe like just shy of 5 feet tall, but just also just shy of 5 feet wide. Just an absolute gorilla of a creature. And he's wearing heavy armor and not much south of the belt line.
Sarah is a tiefling. Rose is a bard. Yep.
All right. So Sloon's flying. So what's everyone's speed? I want to know if we're all running in the same direction. Who's I hate to be pigeonholing here, stereotyping. Is there any reason anyone would not be last besides Brickers?
Brickers won't be last because Brickers is flying with me.
Yeah,
right. Okay,
that's
yeah.
right.
True. I've got a
Oh,
movement
you're,
speed of
you're carrying
35.
Brickers?
Then I'm less. Checks out, honestly.
Okay. So Serotonin is
30 feet.
at the back.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Serotonin, you do not outrun, and this black whirlwind kind of
Nice.
up. I need you to make me a.
Wait, that was if
dexterity
you have
saving
30
throw.
feet of movement, you don't outrun it. Was that what you said?
Because I have 30 feet of
'Cause I-
movement.
I
same
also
as
have
flying.
30 feet of movement.
I have 35. I'm very quick.
In more ways than one, babe.
That is hurtful.
Even flying, Saloon, you only have 30?
Let me see. It doesn't say.
I
It
assume
doesn't
flying
say.
is the same as.
It's equal to my walking speed.
Yeah.
So, which is 30 feet.
Okay. All right. So everyone had 30 feet or less of walking speed. I need to make a dexterity saving throw, please. We're actually playing the game.
Oh, fuck me running. 13 with a natural 5 on the die.
Saving
21.
throw?
Yes, please.
25.
Pretty
Okay.
good. A 9? That's pretty good for
Okay.
me, really.
Anyone who got under a 16 is knocked prone.
Ah!
Well, if you're flying, I guess.
Well, what about Brickers? Because I'm holding on to Brickers and I rolled a
Oh.
21.
I'm gonna say, Brickers
I'm gonna-
acts like this. The physics don't make sense in this. But Brickers acts like an
We are
anchor
in
that somehow
hell?
Keeps you.
We're in
balance?
hell and we can just wish really hard.
You got a Brooker's balloon. It's cool.
That's what they call it.
Somehow. Whereas normally I'm gonna say that. Wait, no, but Brickers rolled a 9. I thought Brickers rolled really well. Brickers rolled a 9, right?
I have a question, DM. If I were to cast Levitate on him, does it maybe help sort of counterbalance things a little bit?
I'd let Brickers roll with advantage. Roll a second time with that if you do.
All right, I will use a second level spell slot for these.
I'm realizing now that Past Without a Trace maybe was not the best spell for me to cast in this instance, but
Oh, yeah.
that's fine.
The tornado
So you
can't
can-
see you.
You're right.
Also, if you're within 10 feet of me, you're at a +3 for just all your
Oh,
saving
I
throws.
pass.
So that's a dirty 20 there, DM, for breakers this time.
Yay.
All right, so and Glyza, what did you roll for your own?
21.
Okay, you. It feels like there's like wobbly, and you're about to get knocked down, and something about actually having the weight of Brickers keeps you steady. Whereas maybe you would have like spun out or something flying steady, and you're able to kind of outpace it. So, is that anyone else? Did anyone outright fail?
Not with that +3.
Oh, look at
Thank you, Brickers.
All right, cool. So you keep running, keeps coming. So no one gets knocked prone or gets pummeled. However, unfortunately, it's just moving so fast. And envelops you. And you see Johan take a minute, look back, see, and basically intentionally like hit the deck, and he yells, "Everyone, get down! We're not gonna outrun it. You gotta outlast it. Just get down."
Okay.
What does everyone do? We'll popcorn this. We don't need initiative. What do you all do?
Hit the
Do
deck.
you listen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to cast greater invisibility on myself so this tornado can't see me.
You already have. Okay.
I was making fun of you. I run. I absolutely dive onto the ground. And
You know, I thought
Yeah.
it might have been indicative of like a source. I don't know what I thought. I just panicked.
I'm going to look at Brickers and I'm going to hit the deck, I guess, and let him go.
Wait, no.
No, I'm kidding. I'm going to slowly land and not slowly land, but like just
Yeah.
land, and let go when we're on the ground and just sort of like
I
hold on.
oh
I will control the levitate to allow them to come down together.
I have
because he is otherwise quite buoyant.
I have a quick question, Pat. Looking at this storm, do we think that hitting the deck, is that the kind of thing where it's just going to pass over us, or do we think we're still going to, like, if I'm looking at this and kind of assessing the situation, is hitting the deck just like the best of a lot of bad options, or is hitting the deck going to just negate sort of this whole thing?
I would say best of bad options.
Great. So in that case, I'm going to say, everyone grab the rope, and I'm going to cast Rope Trick, and I'm going to bring us to an interdimensional fucking space where we can chill until this shit is done.
Okay. Does everyone climb in to the space? Come up the rope?
Sure.
Am I allowed to?
I mean, I don't like you, but I don't want you to die, so yes, get in.
I do need everyone to make me, and I'll let you choose because I'm just that nice. And everyone does athletics or acrobatics to climb the rope quickly and efficiently, because it's not like you just jump and you're in there, and this thing is bearing down very fast.
If I may, DM, can I be the last person and perhaps offer words of encouragement if someone looks like they are not going to make it?
18.
23.
22.
25. Hand over fist.
Did
I'm-
anyone get under a 17?
I'm the person who needs the help. I rolled an 8. Fuck.
You're at the bottom of the rope. Look up.
I'm truly mesmerized. It's just so large and wide. The
So,
proportions
here's what
don't
I'm
make
gonna say.
sense.
Adelard kind of loses their grip and like slips and gets and takes.
Wait, can I try to
Three-
like grab Adelard's hand?
You can. Adelard's still gonna take 3 rope burn damage on his palms from slipping and falling.
Seems fair. Deserve
Sorry,
that.
boy.
But
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
say you
all
go
right.
ahead. I'm gonna say you do go ahead and get in there right as this swirling black tornado envelops, and it seems to stop.
I hate to ask
And-
this, but did Johan roll?
No, Johan is just hit the deck.
Okay, fair.
So you're in this. Katie, describe what this space is like again. Where are you?
Yeah,
What is it?
it's an extra dimensional space, and I think that it really, in my case, is very functional. Like there's some brick boards on the floor, no windows, just these dark kind of like oval walls. So it's almost like a circular space with a flat floor. There's really nothing in there other than us and the panels. Very safe, very
Yeah.
functional, exactly what you'd expect a room to look like,
So-
you know?
Oh, something weird happens. The physical elements of the tornado are gone. Like you don't hear the screaming wind or feel the screaming wind or anything like that. But in this space, it's like shadow starts to leak in, almost as if it's liquid. And you all hear what first sounds like some howls, but then it starts to take shape and it becomes voices, and they're screaming at you. And what's weird is you each hear voices that are somewhat familiar. It's like a chorus of different people from your life, and you're hearing them scream, and you're all hearing different words screamed at you, and it's things. They're yelling at you, things that you were like regrets or failures, or basically it's like the things you never wanted to hear from certain peoples, and no one has to share if they don't want to, but if anyone wants to share what their character is hearing, you're just hearing these awful, you're just hearing wails and moans, and if all you wanted was to make mom and dad happy, you're hearing mom and dad tell you you're a disappointment type thing.
I would like to share mine, if that's
Okay.
possible, because I like
Yeah.
drama. The voice I hear is my best friend and boyfriend right before I died. We were together for about a week, but because of my sort of death wish situation, I chose to fight the wizard. So I'm hearing the voice of Avis, and Avis is saying to me, like screaming and shouting, and is like, "Why would you do this? We were gonna start something. We were gonna be something. Why would you give it up so easily? Why can't you let me love you?" And Sloan is shouting back, "You're not real. This isn't real. You're not real. This isn't real." Over and over and over again.
Okay. And with that, if anyone else,
I
Sure.
can- oh, okay, you can go first.
Oh, you go first.
No, you go first. You trauma dump first, babe.
All right, I'll just say that rather than explain what Brickers is hearing, you just hear him shouting. Ugh, I'm so sorry, Garvin. I didn't mean to fail you. I was just trying to protect him. That's it.
Elira hears 3 distinct voices. The first 2 are Renata and Argog, who are her mothers. And all that they're saying, they're not screaming, they're very quiet. Both of them are just saying, "We're so disappointed. We're so hurt. How could you do this to us?" And then there's the voice of a little 8-year-old bugbear. And he's not saying anything, he's just crying and crying and crying and crying. And Elira is sort of curled up in a fetal position with her hands over her ears and sort of like rocking into herself, trying to not allow these sounds into her brain.
Sarah hears her parents being like, "We're not your biological parents," and she's like, "No, I'm an elf orc," and they're like, "You're a tiefling," and she's like, "I'm not," and they're like, "You have horns," and she's like, "I don't know where they came from." And if you look at her, one of like the tips of her horns is like kind of sawed off because she was like she wanted to like fit in better.
That's so heartbreaking.
Adlard hears a voice that is remarkably similar to his own. It's also not yelling, and instead is just repeating, "You're a fraud," over and over and over.
and after what it might feel longer, but it's just 30 seconds basically of this. These shadows slip away and everything's quiet, and you're still in this liminal space. Can you hear normally, do you know, Katie, in this? Would you be able to hear someone trying to talk into it from the outside?
It doesn't
Jesse's
say.
nodding. I'll let you decide.
I'll say yes. It does not say in the verbiage of the spell, but yes, I think so.
You hear then. You neat trick. You can come out now.
Elira is not going to come out immediately.
I don't think Adlard likes being in here very much and is absolutely going to hop right the fuck out.
He's tumbling right the fuck out.
Mhm. Yep. Yep.
Same.
Those of you that come out, you see the patches of ground where around you are coated in thick clumps of gray ash. However, for miles in every direction, the fields surrounding you have been swept clean. And the result is a truly majestic sea of wheat and grass that looks to have been smelted from golden ore. Johan lets out like a breath, and we got to move. That shouldn't have happened. That shouldn't have happened. At least not here, not now. That those winds are not supposed to be here. Something's off. We got to hustle.
Why was it so mean?
This place it tests you. It tends to, It's part of like the first time you came here when you was right at the city. It was like what's going on here? That's the whole point of being out here.
Much better time. This time I don't like it so much. Like, she's not very nice, and he points at Alira, but that thing was way worse.
It was real. Like, it wasn't real, right? Those people the people that we heard, they aren't here, right?
Right?
But yeah, it's tapping into your own insecurities and whatnot.
Cool. I don't have a lot of those.
Ugh, yeah, me neither.
I'm pretty confident in myself, so it's fine. I'm totally fine.
I'm
cool.
sure. Yeah. It was just. I'm sure the magical winds of this dead realm were just making stuff up. Yep, that's fine. Hey,
Absolutely,
in
100%.
you still in there? Can we go? We're gonna go. So
I'm coming. I'm coming.
I've heard
And I
it
kind of-
before.
I very deft.
So she said.
Okay. Well, I don't have the brain power or energy to respond to that. And I kind of
Adler goes to
slide down
fist bump Rickers. He reaches down.
Do you sort of like a fireman pole slide down the rope, like very deftly, and just kind of hop off and start walking?
I did that 30 seconds ago, and look at my rope burn. What the hell?
Elira holds back, saying something like, "Well, I guess I'm just better than you," but she thinks better of it and just kind of keeps walking.
I'd like to sidle up to Sloon and be like, "Hey, that flying thing, that was the fucking coolest thing that's ever happened to me. Thank you for that."
Yeah, no problem. It comes with the boots, and I love these boots. It goes everywhere with me, apparently, even in death. So,
I've got to
That's
get me
great.
some of those. Well, thank you.
yeah, no problem. Next time we can fly again.
so
I think. Oh, sorry.
Once-
No, go ahead.
oh good. No, you go.
No, go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say,
I was
like, I think that. Jesus Christ.
I would like to talk now.
He
I want to tell you
he
about
came
this
here
one
one time.
time. Yes, this one time I
Pat,
came
you
here.
talk. You're the DM. Go.
I was just gonna. So yeah, as you walk again, to reiterate, when you first got here, Ash was like slowly gently falling, like very light snowfall. But now, so it gave everything kind of this like mottled grayness to it. But a lot of that's been swept up. Looks like there might have been more than one of those whirlwinds, and so there's just like shining gold. This like wheatgrass that's waist high, that stretches in every direction. And as you walk, something catches your eye on the horizon because there's not a lot of features here, right? It's just like a plain, and you see this copse of trees appear on the horizon. And Johann seems to be leading you towards that. And as you go, you see it's like a clutch of tight. And as you go, you see fruit. It's fruit trees. There's pomegranates, apples, pears, plums, and the trees are nestled so closely together that you can't see through them or what's beyond them. And he seems to be walking right towards the trees. It's about a mile in diameter across this copse.
Who called the cops?
It doesn't seem menacing, does it? It just seems like a feature of the land, right?
Johann walks right up to a pear tree and plucks a pear. He takes a bite and chews. You can watch as a bit of pulped fruit just kind of falls out of the bottom of
That's
his...
disgusting. That's so
'cause it's a
disgusting.
skeleton.
That's awesome.
Just falls to the ground. And he's like, I swear I can almost taste it.
Oh,
well,
God. Can't. Well, I guess, no
I
don't know how any of this works.
I don't know how I'm talking either. Let's not get into the details of that.
Does he have a tongue?
That's a good question.
He does not have a tongue.
Does he have teeth?
He does.
How do you articulate? This is so fascinating.
I don't know.
This
I
whole
mean-
time, I've been wondering how he's walking. Like, is it just the bones just floating there? Because they're not really connected to anything.
I mean,
how's this
that's
working?
always a question. Okay, I could. Honestly, I'm surprised we went this long without talking about it. So, I lived the life I was a human, and then I had a bit of a gambling problem, and I gambled my soul, not thinking much of it because I wasn't really using it, if you know what I'm saying. And so then I died, and I was immediately resurrected by this necromancer who owned my soul, as a reanimated undead. I worked for a couple years as like an unwitting thrall as a skeleton, and then I was destroyed by a hero, not unlike yourselves, and I wound up here.
So is
And they
this
didn't
your
know what to do with me,
punishment?
so they. I mean, not that I wanted. I didn't want to be a thrall to an evil necromancer. It's just the way the dice land.
You had no choice.
How
Yes.
long are you here for forever?
Yeah, that's my understanding.
Well, that's kind of messed up if you think about it. You didn't ask for. Well, no, you did sell your. No, you know what? Actually, this makes total sense. Never mind. I'm on board. Sorry, that sounds mean, but I am on board with this whole. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss.
Okay.
Cool. So can
Uh,
I have a taste of whatever it is you ate?
Yeah, he tosses you the pear. Like, yeah, you can eat it.
Awesome.
It tastes
And
good.
I do eat it.
It tastes great. It's like the best pear you've
Awesome.
ever had.
I'm going to grab a couple more and put it in my pocket. In my pockets, if I still have them. So I'm just gonna
Yeah.
be like,
If y'all
Yeah,
want to grab some, yeah,
sweet.
go ahead. If you want to pick some fruit,
Okay,
just hold on
so
to it.
is this like that one story where like if we eat food down here, do we have to stay here?
I was actually going to ask that same
Oh.
question.
No. I mean, you get it probably stuck here for a while anyway. It doesn't matter. No,
Just
fruit
to
doesn't. It's just a
clarify,
nice little.
Sarah's
It's a
asking
nice
this.
treat.
Sarah's asking this as she's eating one. Like,
Oh no! Does this mean I
It's-
can't go back? Fuck!
So it's just a nice treat, and so here's the deal. And no one has to go in here if you don't want to, but if you do, it's cool. So where we is we's at a place called Atonement Grove. Okay, so behind these trees, okay, in the middle here, this little grove, is a pond. Okay, you walk up to the pond, you look down, you see a reflection of yourself. Okay, here's the thing. That reflection is will talk to you. You can talk to yourself basically, but we call
I do
that
that all the
reflection.
time already.
Here's the big difference. Here's the big difference. We call that reflection your unsullied visage. It's you, but like you with all bias removed, essentially. So it has all your memories. It's seen everything you saw, heard everything you heard. But like, you know how we like to lie to ourselves a little bit here and there about maybe we was better than we actually was. Basically,
No.
it's an opportunity if you ever want to like kind of like talk to yourself, but get a really candid, response on any matters.
Huh.
If you got some issues to work through, it can be helpful or not. Sometimes they know things about you you don't even know about you. You know how like there's like the conscious mind and the subconscious mind.
Yeah.
It's fully tapped into your subconscious back there. Or like, great example. You ever drank so much you black out and don't remember nothing?
Hold it
Yeah,
tight.
this guy. Like I don't want to stereotype with a dwarf. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's like that's not cool. That's not cool. But like, saw you as a dwarf. I
Well,
was
it's
like,
very cool.
so like your visage would remember everything you did and said when you was blacked out.
Guys
I
probably
do
listen
have
to
some
stories.
questions for myself. That might be interesting.
Yeah, and it's up. You
Do
can go
other
in, you
people
don't
hear
have
it?
to. That's up to you. If you want to, if I've had groups that kind of like we're gonna do this together as a group, and they all go in, and then I have them go one at a time, and then people, it's your preferences.
I think I'd rather go by myself if I am going to talk to myself, if that's
Oh,
okay
I-
with all y'all.
You don't want company? I'm kidding. I don't want to hear this conversation. Sounds very private. I don't really want to know.
It's
You
just
wanna-
me not having, I
Yeah.
just want to make sure I don't reveal any of my secrets to other people. Not that I have a lot of them. I don't actually have any. And you can tell
Okay.
she's absolutely lying. She's not hiding
I
that
mean-
fact either.
Sarah can't, but
Even Sarah might be able to.
So yeah, it's up to y'all. If anyone who wants to go in there by themselves with somebody, you're welcome to.
I'd like to go in, but I don't want to eavesdrop on Sloan. I owe Sloan a solid for the flying lessons, so I
Okay.
probably had a hard time reaching the fruit. So I've been probably just kicking the trunk of a tree, hoping something falls out of it.
Roll,
And then I just
roll me something to see how many. I'll see how many.
all right. Let's see here. How about just a strength check, eh?
Yeah.
All right. That's yeah, it's not too bad. 19.
You get 6 pieces of fruit fall.
Fuck yeah! Right. Now let's go talk to the guy in the water.
All right. Are you going first, Brickers?
No, we're gonna let Sloan
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Alright.
Celine, you want to go in? So if you step forward, the trees actually part, and a little pathway appears.
All right. I go straight to the pool.
Yeah.
And I lean over and I look at it.
So for a moment, it's just like a reflection that's mirroring your movements exactly. And then suddenly it moves on its own. Sort of leans back a little bit, almost like it's settling into a comfortable stance. And it looks up and she's like, "Hey."
Hey, what's up? We're dead.
Yeah, obviously.
Cool. Am I supposed to ask you questions? Is there like a limit? What's happening?
Nope, it's I mean, I'm you, you're me, except I don't have any bullshit. So what do you want to talk about?
I mean, I don't have any bullshit either.
Yeah.
I think so. I think I'm cool.
Where are we, Sloan? Where are we?
We're dead, I guess.
But
Where
are
are
we in
we?
an after? Are we in an afterlife?
I don't think so. Because
Mhm.
that guy, the skeleton guy, said we're in between sort of space, and I
Yeah.
don't know. That just
I was
think
there.
we're
I was listening. Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I guess that's where we are.
Mm-hmm. He said we're in a place because we are either going to get resurrected. We're not ready to move on.
Cool.
But I'm
So
just
do you
curious.
think
Sloan,
it's,
why are
I'm
we
not
dead,
ready to
Sloan?
move?
Why are we dead?
Well, cause we fought the wizard guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why we're dead.
And we did that because we fought a wizard who was really powerful, and we knew was a lot more powerful than us. Why did we do that?
Yeah, but I still beat him. He died too, didn't he? Didn't he?
I mean, I died when you died, so.
I think he died. I'm pretty sure he
Okay.
died. I think I felt it happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Is there a way we can find that out? Like, is there like
Maybe.
a... Cool. I would like
I'm
to
just-
find that out.
I'm trying to get you to. Why do we have to take him on by ourselves? Why couldn't we have we have friends? We had friends. We're dead. So, you know.
Well, it was our thing. It was our only thing.
Mm-hmm.
We don't drag other people into our business, into our, that was the whole point. Right?
Why not? Because we don't. I'm just curious what you think. I know why. Remember,
Okay, first of all, you don't know me.
I am you.
Whatever. Okay, first of all, we were doing this so our friends will be saved, and they would not have to deal with the wizard anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we did it.
That's why. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Purely to protect our friends.
Yeah, purely.
Who we didn't let help us. Who we could have let help us, and we didn't. Sloan, me,
Yeah, what's
we
up?
get out of here, and we go back.
If we go back,
Can you let us be loved, please? We deserve it. Okay?
I'm gonna walk away now
Okay.
because you're whack and you don't know me. And then I'm just gonna walk away.
I literally know you better than anyone else in the universe.
Shut up! You don't know me! And it just walks out and she's angrily like eating the pear. And she's
See-
just like,
Johan is like sat down, and he's like, he has a sharpened edge of one of his bone fingers. He's like whittling a piece of wood. He's like, as he come out, he's like, can be kind of rough, huh?
yeah, she's a dick. It's fine.
I'm gonna let that. I'm not even gonna comment on.
It's okay.
Bad.
I'm fine. It's cool. In fact, it's frosty, whatever that means. I'm fine. And I'm
I
gonna
don't
eat
know.
this pear. And she just eats it angrily. She keeps eating, just her feelings away, whatever.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Anyone else?
I.
A bloody. You was gonna go right.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, let's go take a bath or whatever.
Oh, I guess you could. You could do that.
You could bathe with yourself. Have a little moment. Is this not what you intended when you wrote this, Pat? I'm sorry.
Played it a couple times. Nobody has tried to get in the water with their, which I'm surprised, honestly. So Brickers, you're gonna go in.
Aye, yeah. Let's go. Let's go talk to the guy in the water.
Okay. So the tree's open. You walk back. Same thing. Go to the pond. You see your reflection. For a minute, it's just a reflection, and then it starts to move on its own. He goes, "Ah, you look like shite."
You look like shite. You're covered in blood, you are.
I look like you.
You look
I am you.
bloody handsome, I think.
I mean, you should wash off.
All right. I'll just hop right in.
Excellent. Do you stay in or do you get like out again?
No, I'll probably like chill unless the guy goes away.
I'm gonna say that it kind of stays in under the water with you and kind of. But you can't really talk because you're under the. If you're under the water, or are you?
No, just like bobbing. Just like,
I guess if you're in the water, if you're like in the water and I don't know, like chest up, it would just be the reflection would just be your chest, like from your chest
perfect.
out. So it's just
Aye. Close and gross. That's how I like it.
great.
Aye.
Well, I didn't want to have legs anyway.
Oh, do you need legs?
Nah.
Aye. How do we find the guy and bite off his penis and puke it down his throat?
Great. We got to get out of here and get back to the land of the living.
All right, deal.
Okay. But who is it you're going to kill?
The green guy, right? And I reach into me sporin. The guy that we bit this off of, and I hold up a green finger.
So holding that, by the way, because we haven't talked about that finger.
Aye.
You know what's strange, Brickers, is you feel this crazy. It's almost like a power. You feel this weird energy coming off the finger. It was just a finger you bit off a guy.
Aye.
In life, but it almost is like all of that rage and malice and desire for vengeance seems to be just emanating, and you feel stronger because of those feelings, and it seems to be originating from that finger.
I can hold it to my chest.
And you're the fish is like, hey, so we're a paladin now, eh?
Is that what we are? That's.
Aye.
Hold on, though.
We've-
It's like paladins. They're like goody two shoes, hoity-toity types.
Nah. You weren't paying attention when we were in school. They talked about it.
Neither with you,
But-
were you?
Yeah, but it's everything that's ever hit your ears, I remember.
Fucking nerd.
Aye. Though if I had a corporeal form, I'd brain you.
I'd brain myself.
A paladin is not about devotion to a god. It's about devotion to an oath.
Ah. So our oath is to bite off that guy's penis and puke it down his throat.
Aye, but not just him.
Who else?
So I got a piece of information for you, for us.
For us?
So, mine eyes have seen everything our eyes have seen. Aye?
I guess so. That's what you said.
Yeah. See, you know how we laid there dying on the street, and the last thing we saw was that green bastard whose
Aye.
finger we bit. Yeah. So your conscious mind, it went bye-bye, kind of when we had, a couple barrels of ale. But me, subconscious, I saw everything I saw. And you know what I saw?
What?
Saw that shite Milo handing coin to the bloke whose finger we bit.
You're full of shite.
Nah. The lad we was hired to protect, he done betrayed us.
I crawl out of the water and start throwing fruit at the reflection.
Just stands there. You cannot hear me. I'm not real. I'm not corporeal.
I storm after the others.
All right. Like you leave.
Yeah, fucking leave.
I offer Brickers a pear.
Oh, thank you very much. And I grab it and I run back and I throw it in the water and come back.
Was yours a dick too?
No, he's a liar.
Yeah, my one was that too. But yeah.
Yeah, it can be rough. But no, they don't generally lie.
You
Nah?
said there's a point to this, right? This isn't just.
I mean, it's not meant. Yeah, it's like you don't gotta do it. I'm just saying some people benefit from having these tough talks with themselves and kind of like, again, I think one of the most universal, unifying things of all living beings is we lie to ourselves.
I don't
varying-
think that I do.
Okay, then you don't worry about going back there. Then you can just stay here.
No.
Out of character, you literally don't have to.
No, I think that out of character, a liar wants to prove to herself that she does not lie to herself. Therefore, she's absolutely going to go.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess, yeah, I'll walk back.
All right. Lyra, you go back and same thing, walk back. There is just a mirror image for a moment, and then it starts moving. And she's like, hey,
Hey,
so we're dead.
I know. Yes.
Hmm. What happened?
That I don't know, actually. I was kind of hoping you could maybe tell me.
I mean, I'm searching, and pretty sure we were killed.
I mean, look at me. I don't exactly look like I died of old age, so it does not take a detective to deduce that very likely, yes, we were
do
killed.
look great, right? I mean, even for
We
being
look
dead.
fantastic. We always look fantastic.
I mean, killing.
That's not negotiable. Also, I just want to say that my true self said that we look great, so therefore it is an objective fact, and I will be carrying that with me through the rest of my experience here.
You fucked up, Pat. There'll be no living with her after this.
Just the ego went from here to here.
Why'd we leave Mom's?
You know why we left Mom's.
I do know.
Why did you say it? I
know,
don't like the tone that you are taking with me right now. We left because it was better for them that they were not going to be ostracized by the community for having adopted someone like me. You know this. I know this. I don't know why you're bringing this up.
Don't you? Because if I know,
No.
you know deep down.
No, I don't. And I don't want to talk about moms.
It wasn't because it was easier. You
No.
don't think? They lie to us. Lie to us all you want, Elira. I know. I'm the only one who does know.
You don't know. You don't know anything. You don't know anything about me. And I don't know.
I'm literally you.
You're not me. You are nothing like me. You look like me. That doesn't mean you're me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I know myself better than you do.
We were found during Operation Great Salvation. I know that. We once moved to Demilich. We once argued with Evan Clearwood about a baby.
You know facts, you don't know feelings.
Fact is, we left our moms, because it was easier for us to not have the attachment. And we lied to ourselves and said it was for them. We're dead. There's no reason in doing this anymore. I mean, like, why? We are dead, and we don't know if we're gonna make it get a second chance or not.
Because if I left because it was easier for me, then what kind of person am I?
Not perfect, like everyone.
I don't agree with you, but I hear you, and I think that's the best you're going to get.
Okay.
And I think that I'm just going to turn on my heel and walk back out.
Want some fruit?
Okay.
I really don't.
Yeah, it's you might not be surprised how many times I get slapped when I bring people here.
Are we done now? Can we go?
How bad could
Yeah,
it
if there's
be?
anyone
Come on,
else.
Let me take a shot at this. Well, we're just arguing with ourselves. I'm way smarter than myself. We'll be fine.
Fucking Adelard.
This will be
Adelard,
easy.
you gonna go?
Yeah, I'll
All
take a walk back there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Sit down
Adelard
now. Yeah.
goes and walks back. And you see yourself, and then again, moment of reflection. Then it starts to kind of move on its own, and it just kind of looks up at you. Doesn't say anything for a minute, for a little bit.
So,
And
how
it's
long
just
do we do
it
this?
actually folds its arms and kind of just.
You look very grumpy. What, you mad we're back here again? Come on.
We still doing this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The voice. Are we still Adam? Are we still doing the voice, Adam?
Don't you fucking talk to me like that, dude.
I am you, dude. What are we doing?
No,
What are you
no,
doing?
no,
We're
no,
dead again?
no.
We're dead again? We died. What the fuck are you doing? Is this who you want to be? Is this
My
okay?
best?
I mean, if
I
it
don't
is,
know.
I
What
won't.
kind of an answer do you want from me?
I don't. What is this voice? What is this name? Where did you come up with that name?
It was good for a bit.
I mean, it literally. Sure, if it's making you happy to die and go back and then die and like, I don't know if we're gonna go back again. I mean, most people when they die, bud.
Yeah,
What do we do? I mean,
I got sick. I assume that, hey, look, we had a good run. It was, what, 45, 50 years? It's not bad.
I mean, okay, fair.
Life expectancy in our line of work isn't that long most of the time.
Yeah. What do you think the voice and the name made that happen? I mean, is it
Didn't hurt.
Okay, I mean, if it makes you happy, if it makes us happy, I guess. I'm just like, why don't we just be who it?
Like, what is happy at the end of the day?
I mean, not what we've been doing. You can't lie to me, remember, man? I'm you, the real you.
Stupid It's kind of stupid.
I
isn't
mean,
it?
if you want to stick with it with you know who is, it's fine. I get it. Like you got an image.
I mean, it would be
It's-
weird if I went back out and I didn't have
It
it.
would be really weird, right? You know, just be like, hey, my name's Adam from a small town. My parents are bean farmers. Like,
The accent's better.
I mean,
Adelard is
I'm not allowed
Is
to
it-
lie. I can't. And this, I hate that it's growing. on
Adelard
me
is
now.
better.
I mean,
I don't
it's a
mean
good,
the
strong
name.
Family name. Damn it. You're right. You're right.
Did I just
Nah,
win an
I'm-
argument with my real self?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Oh,
you're
come
you're a
on.
total fucking fraud, and you should be ashamed of ourselves.
You should be ashamed of ourselves.
I am.
Well, that doesn't
Trust
make me
me.
feel any better.
I'm not here to make you feel better. I'm here to tell you the truth.
So, are you like legally not allowed to lie?
I don't legally. I mean, I just don't.
Tell me,
lie.
tell me, I look bad.
Fuck. You know that's not true, okay? But
All right.
but the actions, but this whole persona is bullshit. And I know you know that you only do this thing and you act like this sex crazed Lothario just because you're lonely as shit. And
No, I'm not.
no matter meaningless sex you cram in
Lots
that
of
hole.
friends. My
Okay.
family adored
Lots of
me.
friends. Okay. If you're not even gonna like, if we're just gonna keep lying, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go back down there. There's
You
some
can't
cool
go. You're
people.
a fucking reflection. As long as I'm here, you're stuck with me.
He gives you middle finger.
Fuck you too. All right, tell me something I don't know then. If you know me so well. What is this? He was going on about, oh, it sees the things you don't see. It's unbiased.
Yeah, you know
whatever.
something? Mom poisoned us. How's that? That's how we died this time.
Okay, so you can lie.
No, you saw it. That's why I saw it, but you just weren't paying attention. You were too busy talking some shit to dad and brother and sister, and in the background, if you were paying attention, you could have seen in the fucking reflection, Mom poured poison in our stew, and that's why we're here, you asshole. Your mom,
You're
our
funny.
mom.
That's hilarious. You're
Okay.
a funny guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, that's not possible.
Actually, in this moment, the water changes, and it becomes a replay of like what you saw through your eyes, everything you saw through your eyes. You're at the table, and you have some of your family around the table, and in the background is Mom fixing you another pair of stew. There's a mirror, cross mirror, and you focus like you're looking in, zooming in on a video. You takes a black bottle out of her apron and dumps something in there.
Probably pepper or Worcestershire sauce or something.
It's poison, you dumb fuck.
Why?
Have you hurt yourself?
That feels unnecessary.
I'm sorry, okay? Man, I don't want to bum you out. I'm sorry, but it's just, if you want to do this third chance, who knows? Maybe this is the one. Maybe everything won't go. I mean, completely to hell.
I mean, it's probably gonna go completely to hell.
Yeah, I don't know. That hurt just to say.
Well, it hurt me to hear it. So at least there's that.
I'm really interested how you're gonna play this when we get out of here. Honestly, super excited.
That makes two of us. Do we just own it? What do you think? You're objective, right?
I mean, I don't have like opinions too much. I just kind of like tell you how it is, and it's like, I mean, as long as you're very aware of what we're doing, and if we're full of shit, and you want to keep the ruse going, go for it. I'd say,
I mean, the ruse got me to a point where my own mother killed me, so I feel,
fair enough. That's a good point. You're smart. We're smart,
we are smart.
and we're handsome.
You're so handsome.
I know, right?
It's basically the only thing we've got going for us. Two things, I guess.
We got new friends.
Have you talked to Alira?
Meh. No. I like to.
even for a dead person, she's stiff as fucking hell.
I mean, to be fair, if they're here, they're dealing with some shit too. So like, imagine how heavy this was for you. And we're just a big old chuckle fuck. Like whatever they're dealing with is probably like twice as heavy. So keep.
Oh,
that
so
in
now
mind,
you're
okay?
making light of the fact that my own mother killed. Okay, no, that's cool.
I mean,
our
look-
mother killed us, and you're making
Look,
light
it
of
was
that?
our second death. It's like, get over it. It's kind of like, we already died.
Okay,
You know what I
you
mean?
do
So it's
make a
kind of, you
valid
know,
point. You do make a valid point. Yeah.
like you
Well-
can only ask people to be so sad so many times at your death.
Did Mom know about the first one?
I don't believe so.
Oh.
I don't know. That's kind of outside my sight.
That's fair. That's fair. I guess if I didn't know it, then why would you know it?
I mean, I
Well,
know a
except
lot
that
of
you
things
do
don't
know things that I didn't know.
Yeah.
So there's
Like
that.
every time you've been blackout drunk, like Johan said, yeah, I have all those memories. Some are great, actually, a lot of fun. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I come back? Like, can we? Like, if I don't get resurrected or whatever, can I come visit?
I think so. Yeah.
You want to
I'll pull up some memories, some of
talk
the good ones.
sometime? Yeah. I don't know.
Tell you what, you go figure your shit out, bud. Come back, and I'll know if you did. I'll know if you did or didn't. I'll know.
No, you won't.
That I literally you.
Shut
I
up.
know.
Yes, of course you fucking will.
Okay. And then I'll pull up some good memories.
All right. Hey, thanks, I guess. Or, whatever.
Cool. Whatever.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Stay handsome.
You too.
Thanks.
All right.
This sucks though. To be clear, this was not fun. And I'll be back.
Cool.
Cool. And Adelard is going to leave and just
Okay.
not say anything when he does.
Okay.
Just grab a pear.
Is this
Just
like
a group of
group
sad people eating.
bond?
Just like
everyone in a
sadness
circle,
pairs.
just like,
Just like walk to the end of the line, sit down, just look over and be like,
Walk to the end of the line, grab a pear. Just
Johan kind of is assessing you all. It's like, damn, y'all got some baggage, huh? Sorry,
mean,
none of my
so,
business.
like-
Yeah.
I think that I've got all of the knowledge that I need, like right here.
Okay. That's. Yeah.
Can we go now, Johan?
I mean, yeah. If you want to go, we can go.
I'd like to. I don't know. I won't speak for the group, but I would like to go.
yeah, before we go, my name isn't Adelard.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wait, so are you? Is that not like your? Are you not French then?
No.
Who are you?
My name is Adam. And my mother poisoned me.
Jesus, that's dark.
So,
I gotta say, this is I've been doing this like 98 years, and this is a first.
not helping, Johan.
Oh,
Sloon is
sorry.
gonna stand up and walk towards Adam and shake his hand. It's okay. My parents were horrible people as well.
Are we sharing now? Is that what's happening?
Oh no, I just wanted to tell him that, as far as parents go, yeah, my parents were dicks. So
I mean, my bio parents massacred an entire nation, if that makes you feel any better. That's not what I talked about in the pool. I dealt with that in I'm fine with that piece. That is something that I'm very comfortable sharing with.
Yeah, why would that make anyone feel better?
Well, it's more that I just wanted to. I'm gonna stop now.
My whole family targeted a wizard's son, and the wizard killed all of them.
We have shitty families just across the board. Really
That's
not
okay.
good.
That's okay because I stole all their money and ran away. So
That's
totally fine.
actually pretty badass. I gotta give you something for that.
Thank you. They've always wanted me to become an assassin, and
No, that's what I do.
sweet. I have all of the training, but
Very
the
cool,
only
very
person I've
cool.
ever killed was a wizard, which is great.
Oh, did you study? Where'd you study?
It was off out of character. I don't remember. In character, I'm like totally telling you where it is, the exact world and everything. Out of character, I don't.
Awesome,
remember.
fantastic. You know, I don't know a lot of people from that particular school, but I have heard of it. I've heard good things. I'm sure you got a great schooling, great education.
Yeah, you know, that's what we are known for. The Haradre Guild, you know.
Yep. I understand perfectly. Brickers?
Anyway, I have zero insecurities, and that pool was a liar. We should go.
Aye. Yeah, we got to kill some guys. We've got to kill Adam's mom now, right?
So
Are we gonna kill your mom?
Are we gonna
Adam?
kill Adam's mom? Is that where this is going?
no, I think I might have deserved it.
Jesus Christ.
You guys have shitty families, but I think I was the shitty family.
Oh.
Not like I wasn't like evil or anything. I just
Hey, bud.
Yeah.
No matter how much of an annoying shit you may be, you don't deserve to be poisoned. Just something to think about.
I don't like you, and I have to second that. So, hope that coming from me, that means something.
my only friend was the guy who used to pickpocket me when I got too drunk.
That's not great. I can't lie to you.
Yeah.
I still don't think you deserve to be murdered by your own mother.
Yeah, that actually makes me think you don't deserve to be murdered by your own mother. You're a sad boy. It's fine.
TM, sad boy.
I promise I won't ever poison you. I may smash your kneecaps with a hammer, but I'll never poison you.
I've got the mending cantrip. I think I could probably put it back together afterwards. That seems like a fair exchange.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't like this place. I mean, this place is a very emotional place, and that's not a part of myself that I tap into frequently. So,
Aye.
I'm going in.
Everyone.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
okay. I was gonna say, everyone make me a perception.
During
check.
the
Hey, where'd the
conversation,
green one
I'm
go?
going.
I was about to say, everyone make me perception check.
Pat, are we in direct sunlight?
No.
Okay. Because
Is
I'm
there
disadvantaged.
sunlight
Well,
over
I'm
here?
disadvantaged if it's direct sunlight. Okay.
Pretty shitty false advertising if the sun was crossing had a sun.
That's
True.
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
It's also the sunless, place. There's yeah.
So is it so while this is all you're all getting really like heart to hearts, Sarah just
They're just like, I'm going.
walks in, just like I want to see what this is all about.
So it's like, I don't want the taste of it. I don't want what they're having.
I want that trauma for myself.
See, therapy is beneficial.
All right. So you go in and you see yourself, and then this what's up?
Hey, how's it going? Like, how's mom and dad?
So good. I think.
Yeah?
I mean, I'm here. I'm you. It's not like I can't like see back.
Oh, are
Like
you-
I see
but
everything we
this
saw,
isn't
but like
a
right
phone
now,
call? Like we don't get like a phone call, like our one.
we don't. I know we
Oh.
should though. I mean, I don't. I don't know if we want to check on him anyway. Mom and
I mean, well, yeah, but
Sarah,
they're,
I gotta tell you something.
what's up?
Mom and Dad kind of sucked.
I mean, like I left, but like it was for the better, because we're in like a good we're good now, because like we talk and like it's chill.
Yeah, but like, have we thought how we got here? Like, what happened to our soul?
Oh yeah, so I was thinking it was either the time when that like we had that amateur knife thrower in and I volunteered to practice for him, or the time that we had the sword swallower come in and I volunteered to practice for him. But it was definitely one of those two times.
No, I mean, I get it, cause like knives and sharpen things,
Yeah.
but we didn't. We got no stabbies.
Oh,
It's
okay. Then it was definitely the time when there was a bar fight, and then I like tripped and fell onto the broken glass on the floor.
no. Okay, so like, this is like soup's awkward for me to like talk to you about. But do you remember when we were performing at the bar and the one time Mom and Dad came and we were playing and we saw they were
Yeah,
like having
that was really good because they were
and they were having
there
like a
and they
whole
like never
conversation
there.
and you couldn't really hear it because we were playing music.
Yeah, they were saying how proud they are to have me as
They
yeah.
they were really proud. They were happy because they had our soul. Mom and Dad like used our
But
soul.
yeah, because that's just what parents do, right?
I mean, no.
But
They
like,
soul.
what do you mean?
I don't know all of it, but like I'm pretty sure I heard when we were performing because I can like filter out all the different sound. I can kind of. They were
Can I
talking
do
about
that?
using our soul for something. I don't know.
What? What do you mean using? No. Because like they told me that they were proud of me that one time. Um. So definitely, I don't think that like, cause I'm their kid and they wouldn't use me.
We were their kid. We're dad.
Oh. Oh yeah.
I know. I forget too.
No, but like, wait.
I don't really actually. I remember everything.
But like, what do you mean they were? What?
I mean, I don't. I wish I'd do more, because then we would know more. But like, they were talking about using our soul for something, and that's like why. It's like, and
But
Mom was kind of didn't want to, but she did want to. But she was. And Dad was like, well, that was the whole point. That's why we got her.
wait. No. They got me because they wanted like no, wait. What do you mean got me? I'm not. I'm they're my biological.
Oh, we're
wait.
adopted.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Have you checked like
I mean, it's kind of my purpose for existing is to like know these things.
Oh, that's kind of a shitty purpose.
You're telling me it does. It's not chill.
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm just.
I can't even take drugs.
I'm gonna go and I'm just, you just say you hang out here and I'm just gonna.
I don't have a
I'm
choice.
gonna-
Yeah.
Yeah. I. Oh. I leave.
What's everyone doing waiting for like
I have a
how
pear
is
in my
everyone
hand, and I'm
arranged?
waiting for Sarah to come out.
Still just sitting on
like,
the ground.
with a pear, like. You want it?
We're all processing.
Just chucking fruit against tree trunks as hard as I can on repeat.
Honestly, I might be joining Brickers in that.
Feels
Hey,
good.
wait. So, like, your parents, did they all have, like, that's the thing, right? Like, your parents just have they have your soul, right? Is
Sorry,
that just,
Sarah, what?
yeah, because, like, they were saying that she said my parents had my soul and that they were using it and just, that's just the thing that parents,
No, 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 no.
Adler is going to, or sorry, Adam is going to walk over. Shit, guys, I can't keep track no more. And it's just going to like put the pear into her hands and be like, that, no, that might be worse than what mine did. Just sort of like rub her shoulder a little bit. Oh.
Jesus. Sorry, do they still have your soul, Sarah?
I mean, I certainly don't right now,
Okay.
right? That's why I'm here.
Oh boy.
I don't. You look at Johan and just like, I don't. My job is to bring you here and then bring you to the next spot. I know don't destroy, don't annihilate the guide.
Why did you bring us here?
Because sometimes you have revelations and it helps you grow as a person and you're ready to move on then, and it helps you either get to where you're going. Some people come through here, they don't go back, they just keep moving on. They go to their eternal resting place, and it's experiences like that help them like deal with it.
Well, I don't think that any of us have been particularly helped in this moment.
I mean, fair. I don't know. I wasn't in
Fair.
there, so.
Fair.
I don't think it's Slim's fault, really. I think it's the fucker in the water.
The fucker in the water is us, Brickers. That means we are the problem.
No, I am nobody's problem but my own. And that was a liar. And I'm going to move on from this place because I have no insecurities in my life and that shit was lying to me. So we're good. Shall we go?
I can tell you the next spot's a lot more less emotionally taxing. We're going to the junction, a big old lodge where we can get some drinks and relax a bit and just kind of chill out.
Again, drinks that will do nothing for our...
No, they can for if you like concentrate real hard on it, right? It's like
I really love when I'm drinking to focus really hard. That's really the reason why I drink, is to be super focused. This is great.
I cannot believe that I've been eating fruit when I could have been drinking. This is shite.
Shall we then?
Ugh. After you, Slim.
Let's go.
So the Johan takes off kind of at a brisk pace, but just like a brisk walk, because again, there's still that looming threat. The tornadoes that he had mentioned is not normal, right? Not a normal occurrence, or shouldn't have happened when it did and where it did. And so you're walking along, and then on the horizon, you see the first structure you've seen come into view. A massive wooden lodge. So it almost looks like a big log cabin. It's like 3 stories high, very big. It's got 2 brick chimneys poking out top from the back. One thing that is interesting is the tops of the chimneys actually, there's like ledges there, and but like somebody could perch up there, but there's nothing there right now. And Johan points up at those ledges, and he goes up. Well, see, we're something of a nexus between life and afterlife here, so the crossing is prone to infestations of pesky undead abominations, myself notwithstanding. And it is not unheard of that aberrant horrors from some forsaken hellscape would try to sneak in from time to time. So the Nixian Guard was formed to help defend the crossing. Usually we got a pair of gargoyles up there kind of keeping lookout on the surrounding fields. By the way, you're gonna run into quite a few gargoyles in your time here. As they do not have souls and have no afterlife to go to, this is usually a lot of them end up here when they're done on their mortal planes.
Cool.
Great.
Is it like a choice to come here, or is it sort of you end up here like we ended up here kind of?
A lot of them, they find a way here. They choose as kind of like a secret to keep amongst themselves.
Huh.
But
Wait,
he just keeps walking.
look at the group.
Big
like,
double doors.
They can get here without dying. Did anyone else? Okay.
That means, I look at Adam, that means there has to be a way back without going through the traditional, right?
Exactly. I think.
I think that's what that. Why don't we not? And I like lower my voice a bit and I turn to Adam and I'm like, maybe let's not ask Johan about that because I have a feeling he's not gonna be on board with. Keep that between us for now.
Just follow Johan in.
I'm just following Johan in.
Okay.
Not thinking
Yeah.
about going back to the mortal plane at all. Not even
You
on
gotta
my mind. Not
push
even
him.
middle.
He kind of bursts open the doors, and inside it's very like cozy ski lodge, right? Where there's like lots of comfy chairs and tables and couches and rugs and the two big fireplaces from the chimneys, and you see roughly 30 other souls kind of milling about, and they're all wearing simple matching robes. He quickly, just kind of an aside, describes that they were all followers of some god called the Marquis of the Final End. It's a god of death from their particular world. So multiple mortal planes connect to the crossing from different. So you all might not come from the same mortal world. And he's like, they're awaiting their chance to continue on their journey, and he just kind of describes, we get some fanatics coming through here from time to time. And he grabs a chair at a big, good-sized table. It could fit you well, and just kind of leans back. And a person comes up to him with a tray of mugs, and she looks human, looks very alive too. She got tattoos up and down her arm, darker skin. She starts setting out mugs. Just kind of gives you a nod, and Johan kind of like points at Brickers in particular. Is like, I know you want some.
Make it double, please.
Sure. He goes, Quella, we get another round ASAP. These ones have been through the ringer. They just came from the Grove. And she has like a knowing look on her face, like, oh, okay.
Please.
She goes,
Hot chocolate.
I can make that happen. You got it.
Thank you.
So a moment later, she comes back with another round of ales, because Breakers, but also a big mug of steaming hot chocolate. Sloon, what is Sloon's ideal like presentation of hot chocolate? Are we doing like toppings? Are we doing like whipped cream, chocolate shavings?
There's
like
going to be
marshmallows?
it's marshmallows, and it's very like there's a lot of milk, there's a lot of chocolate. It's very sweet. Basically, it's like the best hot chocolate that you remember from your childhood, and it's the only good thing that Sloan has ever had from her parents, and that is why she is obsessed with hot chocolate all the time, forever, and that's the only drink she drinks. She probably has diabetes, but you know what? It doesn't matter.
I was
She's
gonna
dead already.
say,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if we weren't in the Sunless Crossing, I feel like this would have enough calories to sustain a human for at least a day, if not more.
It's delicious. It's the best. I mean, it's like the best hot chocolate Sloan's ever had. It tastes amazing.
Yep.
And the ale
This
the
is
ale
great.
is also delicious for any drinks that.
And does
Yeah.
it feel like anything at all?
Yeah, it feels like really satisfying when it hits like the tummy, but there's no like, I don't know, you don't feel like you're getting really full, but it just feels good. It just tastes good, feels satisfying.
Well, cool.
6 more, please, love. When you get a moment, no rush.
Yeah, no problem. I got you. She smacks you on the back, and you're surprised at how strong the smack is. Oh yeah. Qualla's like, oh yeah, Qualla. Fun fact: she's one of the few not dead people that lives here.
I'm sorry. What?
He's not dead.
Nah. So like she was a
lives here.
powerful. I'll give you the spiel here. She was a powerful sorcerer in her world to the point where she was rivaling that of the gods. A few of them lesser gods of her world tried to team up, take it down. She actually killed a few of them. And then it became this kind of standoff with some of the other gods of her realm. And basically they came to a truce and they were like, how about you like leave our world? We won't kill you, smite you, but you like fuck off out of our world. And she's like, okay, basically, I make gods afraid of me. I'm good here. And she kind of took retirement, and they found her this spot. None of the afterlives, like the permanent, wanted to take her.
The
the
god
gods
killer
are-
became a bartender?
I mean, just a retirement, No other afterlife would want to take her because the god was like, I don't want to deal with that.
Okay. That's sure. You know what? Who am I to yuck anyone's yum? I hope she's having a great time.
Sloon is very much interested in this bartender, all the more, and is like, like posturing and is like smiling at her, and is
Perception
like,
check. Is she
"So,
flirting?
Insight check.
You're a god.
Make those rolls.
25.
Oh, she's not hiding it. She wants this.
That's a
bartender.
natural 20.
Nice. Okay, all right.
Of course,
In
it's
that
fucking
case-
useless, but
In that case, if I see that, I'm just gonna be like, oh, when Sloon was alive, Sloon did some really amazing things in her time. Sloon, why don't you tell her about all the dragons you killed?
Oh, I am called when I was alive, we were called the dragons of Vasa because we tamed white dragons, and I had my own pet dragon who was totally wonderful, and we were just awesome every time. So every time we flew over, people were scared of us, but that cannot possibly compare to the god killer. That's you,
She's-
right?
She sets down a tray of 6 more ales as per Bricker's request.
Bless
And-
you.
And if your forearm, she places her hand kind of on your forearm like this.
Yes.
Sloot is like, that sounds amazing. I would love to hear about that. Give me 1 second. I'll grab a chair. You gotta tell me more. However, at that very moment,
No! I was shipping them so hard.
the front doors burst open, and there is a gargoyle standing in there, and they look fucked up. There's like chunks of their rocky hide missing, and like cracks and things, and they slump forward.
Hey, is that guy okay?
Quella sprints towards him, and she yells, "Narok, where's Vika?" Narok, presumably this gargoyle, managed to eke out, "Gone. Get help. Undead," and then seems to pass out.
I'm gonna run over. I don't know if I don't know how it works here, but I would like to. Oh, I don't have mending. Fuck.
You talked a big
Uh,
game about mending earlier.
Can I cast Healing Word on this gargoyle?
Yeah, you can. While you're doing that, Quella kind of walks toward the doorway and is looking out. But yeah, you go ahead.
That's 8 points of healing.
Okay. So you see some of like the cracks kind of like close up. Not everything. It's not 100% healed, but a little bit. Enough for him to kind of come to me. He's like, they're coming. They're coming. And he's pointing.
How many?
So many. And Quella goes, you hear her just standing in the door. She's like, oh, shit. And then she hear overhead, what's everyone else doing before I do it?
I'm gonna yell at Brickers. Can I get two hands, really? And I want to try to bring this guy in.
Sure. Yeah.
He's like just inside the doorway, and Quella's at the door looking out.
I would also run to the door and look out, and I would have my bow drawn.
Okay.
Sloon would, before doing anything, whispers to Brickers, "Hey, that's what she said," and then gets ready to fight as well.
What's Sarah doing?
Ambling towards the door.
Okay.
She's still like processing the mirror.
Sarah's like, my parents owned my soul. None of this matters.
Sarah's like, I don't have parents anymore.
You,
Sarah's like, what's a parent?
Elira and Sloon come up next to Quella. You see what she sees. You see a throng of figures shambling forward through the tall grass outside of the lodge. While at one time they may have been living, breathing humanoids, that was long ago. The lack of skin on these creatures exposes rotting muscle, viscera, and crimson-tinted bone. Blood drips from long, clawed hands as they stare blankly through eyeless sockets in your direction. Quella kind of glances at you and goes, I hope you're as dangerous as you look.
Is there one of them that seems more dangerous than the others?
Roll perception.
Okay. Don't fuck me dice. Well, oh shit, that's a nat 20.
Okay. You do a quick, or you a real quick scan. I mean, you have lived a dangerous life, so you're good at assessing danger on the fly quickly. You don't really see any that stand out as like a leader type or something. It's just this horde kind of shambling about 30 feet away from the door in the grass, kind of slowly moving forward. And Quella leaps to her feet. She sparks burst from her fingertips. She traces runes in the air. A wall of translucent emerald light materializes between them, and she says, "So like this wall materializes between the lodge and them." And then she turns to you and says, "That'll hold maybe a minute max." And then you see her quickly casting another incantation, and then two humanoid silhouettes made of like an indigo tinted lightning materialize in front of you. One looks like an average human height with two blazing beacons of light for eyes. The other is tall and lean with a massive wingspan. Quella bows to these silhouettes that are standing in front of her and says, "Sovereign Ashran, Arbiter Valen, the junction is under attack." And the tall winged silhouette responds in a deep timbre, "We are en route." The other silhouette, the blazing eyes look toward all of you and scan all of you. And before the form fades, a woman's voice says, "They can help. Open the vault."
Open the vault.
So the silhouettes disappear. Quella looks back, checks the barrier, and then tells you, "Hurry." And she rushes over to like this wardrobe that just kind of looks like a closet, and stuffs the key, flings it open, and inside what you thought was just a closet is a room much bigger on the inside than it is on the outside, and it is a vault of weaponry.
Oh,
nice.
shit.
So you might have remembered I told you all, I said you can equip like these 2 uncommon or 1 magic, but also said you might think of a couple of items your character might have had, but they didn't, but you're only allowed to keep. 2 uncommon or 1 rare. You see an array of armor, weapons, this armor, it's like a white matte, bone white armor, plate, chainmail, hide. You see weapons made of this black glossy metal array. You see, any kind of martial weapon you can fathom. So if anyone's missing anything or wants to equip,
Is there studded leather? Because that is the thing that I left. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
You said there's plate in there.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
It's painted like this matte bone white with spikes along it.
Bone or white and spiky, love it.
If anybody's missing anything, you can probably find something of approximate worth in there.
Cool.
I'm just gonna grab the nearest short bow that I can find,
Yep.
and maybe a couple of daggers.
Excellent.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab my studded leather, and then the other two things I was missing, which are both uncommon, are bracers of archery and cloak of elvenkind. Would that sort of thing be in there as well?
I'm gonna say you grabbed one thing, and then you hear this like shattering sound, and from outside, and Quella shouts, "Barriers down! Get up here!" So we're gonna roll initiative, and
Oh, shit.
if you want to spend an action to equip something else, you're welcome to. But we are
Cool.
rolling initiative
Cool,
against this
Cool.
horde of bleeding whites. It's WIGHTS. White.
Okay.
Roll the 10 for my initiative.
I dropped my
great.
dice. Oh my god, I rolled a 30 for my initiative.
Jesus fuck! What the shit?
I have plus 11
Who said
initiative.
who said 10 for initiative? Glyza?
We Sloon.
Slim, yeah.
I rolled 19. Oh, thank you for more gifts of subs.
Jesse, what'd you roll?
12.
Ben?
I rolled a 16.
This music really makes me want to dance, Pat.
Okay.
I got a 24.
All right. Elira, you're up.
Right. So I would like to. So right now, where we are, I have to probably use my movement, correct, to get to the door.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, and it's a horde, right? There's how many of them are there?
A lot. You can see from what you can see in front. You can see motion also exiting your periphery. It's like some are circling around.
I am quite a
place-
single target damage dealer, but this is fine. Let's see. You know what? This is not usually how I would. No, here. Okay, so I am going to use my bonus action, and I'm going to pull out an arrow, and I'm going to cast Hail of Thorns, so
Okay.
that whatever I hit, everything around it will take 2d10 damage.
What's like the area?
It
Remind me
is
again.
each creature within 5 feet of it must make a dex save and take
Okay.
2d10. And then I guess I'm just gonna pick a
I'm saying
random.
there's one. You can aim center mass, and if you hit, you can hit the one you're main aiming for, and 3 others.
Great. So I will do that. Good news or bad news for you. I get 3 attacks on my first turn. So let's
That's good.
go.
I want you to win.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do all the attacks first. Does a 30 hit?
Yes.
Does a 30 hit? I rolled 2 19s.
No.
So sorry, that's a 31. That's a 31. Does the 31 change anything for you, Pat?
No, it does not.
Okay, great. All right. So it's also I'm going first. Oh my god, okay. This is where we get crunchy. So let me just roll the longbow damage first. Because I get a lot of additional stuff when I go before.
Hey, so Pat,
Yeah.
remember when you talked about how you've got a friend who likes to make overpowered characters?
Yes.
So Katie has carried over her love of DPS from World of Warcraft to Dungeons and Dragons, and loves her damage per round more than
Okay.
anything in the whole world, including food. I was gonna say me, but I know that's not even a close one. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're starting at a flat 46 before
Okay.
I add in sneak attack. But also,
On the
wait, no,
primary?
they're all crits. I lied because I'm an assassin. So 46 times 2.
so 92.
92 plus sneak attack, which is 3d6, which is also double.
Is that just to the primary target, or is that equal across the other ones? The one that hit with the Hail of
This is
Thorns?
just to the primary target, so I feel like it's going to be kind of useless.
Okay.
Should I even bother rolling the sneak attack? The 2d10
the
will also
primary
be doubled,
target is
but...
dead. The primary target
Okay.
is very dead.
Yeah, this is why it works really well in single.
I mean,
All
again,
right.
very like double dead.
Yeah. No,
'Cause it
I
was
killed
already-
him
yeah.
so hard. And then in that case, it's gonna be 7.
You've killed it so hard, it's alive again, and then you
The-
killed it a
The
second
arrow,
time.
I'm gonna flavor it. So like the primary arrow hits it in one of its eye sockets with such force, like the kinetic force of the arrow driving the eye sockets pulls its head off its neck.
Cool, awesome. And then
You
an
decapitate it with an
additional-
arrow.
And then an additional 24 points of damage to everything within a 5-foot radius.
That's 3 other ones, 2 on either side of it and 1 behind it. Each get peppered with arrows and seem to be taking damage, but they're still up and moving forward.
Okay, and I'm just gonna use the rest of my movement to kind of slink back and try to get as much cover as I can. God,
Okay.
I hate not single target fighting, but that's fine.
So when you say cover, I need some, because you're in like this big hall and you were up at the doorway.
I was just thinking I would move like to the side of the doorway, like I would kind of like move like to the
Okay.
left, so I have a little bit of something. Yeah.
Okay. On the whites, they all converge, and 5 of them converge on the doorway and kind of bottleneck. It's 2 abreast. They can be 2 abreast in the doorway, and then 3 behind them,
Mm-hmm.
and then the rest seem to be like spreading out around the junction, looking for possibly another way in. Is anyone else? So you kind of step behind the door. Is anyone right in the doorway? Or no, they wouldn't have because you all went to the vault. So, and how? I already told you this, but Elira, are you just like one over? Like if this was a grid on, like we're playing this on a map.
Well, how much
Are you just
movement would I
one
have used to get from the vault to the doorway?
You would have had another 10 feet of movement.
So then I would have taken that full 10 feet and tried to like back up.
like
and
to the
get...
side.
Yeah.
Or okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
No, actually, we're gonna do an ability called Grim Resolve. So here's the fun thing. I'm gonna do a quick ad break for the Black Ballad. We have this original mechanic that we included in the game for NPCs called Grim Resolve, and then for the players, that's more of like a longer campaign thing. There's a thing called Divine Grit where you can sacrifice like HP and do cool shit. Grim Resolve is like the monsters version of that. So they're gonna step into the doorway and do a Grim Resolve move called Boiling Blood. So, Elira, the one that's closest to you that's in the doorway is going to sacrifice half its remaining hit points as it vomits a burst of boiling blood from its mouth.
No.
I need you to make me a dexterity saving roll, please.
Hard no.
+3.
+3, okay. Well, 21.
21?
Yes.
Excellent.
I do like a one-handed cartwheel out of
You do. You still. So here's the deal. You are going to still take 8 acid damage,
Okay.
but not all of it. So
Okay.
kind of
I'm
got
okay
so
with
yeah,
that.
this boiling blood kind of singes. I don't know, your calf or something a little bit.
Sure.
A little owie.
A little ouch.
Serotonin. You're in it.
Okay. So we were in the
Ah.
vault.
I've been waiting for that.
We're in the vault, yeah?
Yeah,
How far is the vault from the doorway?
20 feet.
And they're trying to get through the doorway?
There's 2 like in the doorway,
And then
and there's 3 right clustered behind them that you can see.
Okay.
And also, those people that were followers of that god of death are like screaming and huddling, and they're just terrified and just making a ruckus and just making it really stressful for everyone because they have no martial abilities, but they're just like kind of freaking out, just making it all kinds of chaotic. Johan and Quella are trying to like corral them.
pull out my lyre
Okay.
and I just start playing in the general direction of like the doorway. And you start to see like flames come up, and I'm doing wall of fire.
Okay. Describe that to me. Paint me a word picture.
So it's about like, I think 60 feet long. So it kind of
Okay.
curves around the
Does it-
doorway-ish.
Is it inside?
It's where it can be.
Well, is it between you and them?
It's between them and the doorway.
They're like in the door. They're not.
But there's
inside
some
yet.
that are like not in like the doorway
Yeah.
though, right? It's between those ones and the doorway.
So it's behind the two that are like in the doorway, in between them and the three behind them.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's touching them then, because they're like, if this is like you're envisioning like a grid, they're
Yeah.
in squares like right next to each other. So it can be like right on the three
Yeah.
that are behind the two up front. I'm asking also if it's touching the wood that the building is made of. essentially
No.
Also. Okay.
I
This is where I'm
Burn down the building.
where I'm
It'll
where I'm
look
really
great. What
going
could
with
go
this.
wrong?
It's like,
That would be on
that's
brand.
why I was like, did you create a 60-foot wall of fire inside this building that very clearly, like multiple times stated, was a wooden
Can I
lodge?
roll for it because Sarah has a 7 intelligence?
Yes. Please,
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
please set my
We're
building
all
on fire.
gonna die.
I'm
What am I
right
rolling?
here. I'm literally right here. Please.
Do I just roll a straight 20?
Yes, sure.
Great. I got 12.
Please
You
tell
get
me
it.
the DC was a 10.
You get it. That's good. If because the DC is, even if you're not the most smart person in the world, I feel like you still know. My 5 and 7-year-old know fire burn wood, so I'm gonna say yeah, sure. You drop it on the 3 outside.
Great. They. Yes. Okay. That
Do they
is
take
my
damage?
turn. Yeah. They take damage at the end of their turn.
Their turn.
If
Okay.
They're within 10 feet of that wall.
Okay. Perfect. I believe that would be Adam's turn.
Oh wait, I'm gonna scooch out of the vault.
Okay. The kind of in the main hallway area. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Adam.
All right. So Adam's gonna put on some studded leather. I was gonna grab a weapon, but I am just going to put that on. And if there are windows throughout the lodge, sort of like all the walls.
A few. It's not like huge, massive panoramic windows or anything, but there are some windows. Yes.
Okay. So can I see that there are these whites like sort of trying to encircle the lodge?
Yeah, you can see them. You see like a head shamble past, like heading around back.
Okay.
Maybe like a hand slaps against the wall. It's like claws scratching at the glass. But yeah,
Okay. And is there a back door?
I don't know. You ask.
All right, I'm gonna go. I guess I'll. Is it Quell? Is that the
Quella,
bar
yeah.
manager?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just shout over. Is there a back door?
Yeah. And you hear. No, actually, I'm gonna back up. She goes, "Oh shit, yes," and then she like looks toward where it is.
All right. I'm going to cast Greater Invisibility on myself.
Okay. And run away.
And I'm gonna funny guy, and run towards the back door.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna say with 30 feet of movement, you can get within sight of it, and the door's another 30 feet away from you, but you can see it. It's closed. You have no idea if it's locked or whatever, but yeah.
Okay, then you know what? I'm gonna forego Greater Invisibility, and I am going to. I'm gonna dash. I'm gonna get to the door. Bonus action hide.
Okay.
Yep, right next to the door, so that when something comes in, we're ready to roll.
Okay.
That is Jesus. That's a 30 on my stealth.
Okay. You for all intents and purposes, you disappear. Everyone's like, where'd Adam or Adler, or where the fuck his name go? He's gone. Brickers.
Hey. So,
You've
you said
donned
it-
your new plate.
Oh, have I already donned it? I thought
Yeah,
that was
sure.
gonna be
I'm
much.
yes, absolutely.
You
'Cause
sure?
that's-
All right.
I'm not gonna make you take a turn to put on plate. How fucking boring.
Well, you
Got it.
know, I'm a team player. All right, so I'm kind of shuffling into that, and I've still got 2 mugs of ale, and I'm like, I throw those down. Am I within the range of the front door? That is, there's like 2 guys standing in it, right? And
You're
then
20
there's a
feet
wall.
away from it. Yeah.
I can get to that.
Yep.
So I'm gonna kind of smile, and I get a little bit of a wild-eyed look, and I run over and I smack the closest one with me warhammer. If that's all right.
Yes.
All right, great. Me warhammer, there it is. It accidentally unequipped.
I like
There we
I like the visual of Brickers like looking towards like Johan, like, can I? With the how about and he's like, fucking
really-
yes.
Right,
Is
so-
Brickers
Please!
wearing kilt over the plate? I feel like that's an important question that was asked, and I do want to take a moment
Is he what?
for it. Wearing his kilt over the plate.
Oh, I always regimental down there.
Good.
That's a 16 to hit.
To be
Just
clear, he's talking
barely
about
hits.
his pubes, not the kilt.
Oh.
Right. So right, that hits. You said.
Yeah. He's wearing a great kilt, the one you have to like lay down to like put on.
Probably, yeah.
Like
So it's
roll.
like wrapped around him.
Takes
few
like a half an
times.
hour to fold and stuff like that.
Aye, it
Yeah.
takes forever.
And he was doing that in the vault after that.
Everyone's like
prob-
stepping over the fabric. Shit. Oh,
Probably
fuck.
looks like shite, kind of like a plaid diaper right now. That's 15 bludgeoning damage,
All right.
and I'd
Excellent.
like to use my crusher feet. I'll knock him 5 feet backwards into the fire if I can,
Excellent.
and I get 2
gonna-
attacks.
He has
Right.
someone behind him, so I'm rolling.
Oh, great.
And he and the one or they the one you hit and the one you push it back into fall prone.
Oh, all right. There's still a standing guy to his side, right?
Correct.
All right, let's swing again. Let's see if I can. That's a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Great, and that's not as much damage this time. 11 bludgeoning damage. But I'd like to knock him back as well into the fire if I can.
Okay. So like, as in it just happens with
It's
a
just that he's
successful
part
hit?
of the crusher feat. Let me make sure
Cool,
that
cool.
you can do it more than once per round.
He falls prone, and they want again. I roll terrible. They both
Oh no,
fall
once
prone
per
again.
turn I can only do that once, so
Oh, okay,
the other one
okay,
just gets
okay.
hurt.
Okay. How much damage did you do that other one?
I don't remember.
The second one was 11.
11.
Yeah, second
okay.
one was 11. First one I don't recall. I'm sorry, it was a lot.
Okay.
Since there's still a guy standing in the doorway, I'm gonna stand right here for now and just kind of look menacing at him.
Just staring back at you with bloody eyeless sockets.
Great, that's the end of my turn.
All
Sloon.
right. Is there a window that is that can see like a lot of them?
Roll me perception check to see if you.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, there's windows. There's a handful. Yeah. I'm gonna do a roll. Here, actually, I'll do
19.
one. Okay. I'm gonna say you find a window that gives you advantage on 3 of them.
Awesome. So
Like,
I
it's
am going
vantage,
to
not advantage. Vantage. Like you have
vantage.
You can see 3 of
That's
them.
okay. What I'm
cluster of
gonna
3 of
do.
them.
What I'm gonna do is I'm going to put my hand out of that window, and
Mhm.
I am going to cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
And basically, what happens is each creature in a 15-foot cone of the hand or whatever cone.
Yep.
That goes that way, right? Whatever.
Yep.
Each of them must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That's a 1.
Sweet.
I'm assuming that's another thing. What's the DC? I'm assuming that 3 fails too.
The DC is 14.
Okay, they all fail.
Sweet. So they all take 5, 10, 13, and I'm using actually a second level slot for it, so they take, I'm gonna give another one. So that's 5, 10. I'm bad at math, so.
I was about to ask, what does this smell like, Pat?
Unseasoned barbecue.
17. Each of them are gonna take 17 points of damage.
Okay. Excellent. They're burst into flames, and it's just you hear like sizzles as like the blood dripping off them like boils and like steams. And it seems to disorient them. Like they kind of stop and they're going kind of different directions. They're bumping into each other. It seems very disorienting.
And then I'm going to pull my hand back in and silently close the window.
Okay. Heck yeah.
Just like, that's a secret fire thing, and then close it.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Excellent. Alara, you're up. From your perspective, you see your buddy Bricker standing in the doorway, just smashed the shit out of one of them, knocked them back, hit another one, did some damage, and he's standing firm. There's one in the doorway. There's a wall of fire just outside the doorway, and it looks like a bunch of them are in the wall of fire. What are you going to do?
Sure. So I think what I'm going to do, how many of them are inside, right? Like if I was to say like move myself into a position where I can see out the doorway.
Yeah.
How many of them are inside and how many of them are outside?
The closest one to inside is there's like the one that's like in the doorway, right?
Cool.
And
All
then
right.
there's 4
Then
behind that one who are in the fire, and some are
Then-
prone. And
I'm going to pick a point that is kind of like in the middle of a group of them, but would encapsulate the ones who are close to us. And I am going to just kind of reach out my hands and send this white light. And I need a dexterity saving throw from fairy fire.
okay.
I don't know if
How
you want to
many?
do them as like a group or if you want to do it as like in.
You
I
don't
know
want
how
me to
you
do
want
you don't want me to make that roll a group roll. We'll just say.
Okay, fair. Well, it's a 20-foot cube, so
Yeah.
have
Two
fun.
2 pass and 3 fail.
Okay. And then
I'm assuming I rolled 2 fucking 20s on that. I'm assuming, so
yeah, they pass. And then I'm going to, as a bonus action, hide with a fucking I hide with a 22, I assume. But essentially, I'm just kind of gonna try to signal non-verbally to my comrades that they will have an advantageous position attacking any.
So what does that look like? Like what is there a visual effect to this? Is there
Yeah,
anything?
as I outstretch my hands, this white light sort of encompasses this whole 20-foot radius, and then the ones who passed, it begins to dissipate, and then the ones who failed, they have this just like slight white outline around their bodies.
Okay. Cool. You all see, those who are looking toward the front all see this. The whites turn. So the one that's right up front, Brickers, is gonna do a slash. Or
Bring it on.
attempt to do a slashy slash on you. With its creepy long claw hands. Think the witch from Left 4 Dead game series. And does 15 hit you?
No.
It's slow and disoriented from the pummeling you've been giving it. You duck out of the way. One of the ones in front that you knock back prone, you just happen to move and just stand up, take a step forward. It's going to also do slashy slash with claw long, creepy clawed hand on you. And that is, I'm assuming a 22 hits you.
22.
Yeah.
Just hits.
You're going to take 6 slashing damage.
Right.
And Make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution saving throw. All right, that is 25.
You just take the slashing damage
All right.
for now. Okay.
What?
The other ones behind it. Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, you say for now?
What do you mean?
You just said
He just takes the slashing
you said
damage.
and then you said for now.
For right now, for on that attack, that turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Just said in 3 rounds he's gonna turn to a white. It's gonna be fine.
Also, while this is happening, Adam, you hear Adam Adelard, you hear banging and scratching at the back door, and I'm gonna do some rolls. That sucked. The door holds because I rolled like shit. But you hear banging and scratching at the door, and then you all hear a blood-curdling, pun intended, scream from the dead center of the lodge. And looking back, you see as a flaming white emerges from the lit fireplace. It had apparently crawled up the chimney and fallen down it.
Cool.
And it grapples one of those huddling souls, those cult follower souls, and starts tearing into it.
Awesome.
And it is now Sarah's turn.
Did they end their turn in range of the wall of fire?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, 3 of them are in the wall of fire.
They take 34 damage.
Okay.
Holy!
That was 5d8 damage.
Oh my god!
Two of the 3 just immolate into like ash, and then one of them isn't fully dead, but like falls. It's like legs like fall off, like burn off, and it's like crawling on it's down on like it just is like an upper torso with arms.
Cute.
Holy shit. Okay, so Sarah, it's your turn.
Remember, you have advantage on the ones in the front.
That happens. There is a white inside, an on fire white inside the lodge, tearing apart these innocent death fanatic souls. They're just trying to move on with their
I am going to try to take aim at that specific one with my short bow. $19 to hit.
Yes.
For 8 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
It's okay, you did 34 damage.
Yep.
You can hit lightly whenever you fucking feel like it after that.
And then I'm gonna bonus action. So there's like something at the back door, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if you would have
scratching.
noticed it, but I mean, Adam definitely noticed it. I don't know if he said anything, but yes, I mean there is. I don't know if you can make me a perception check if you heard that, or Adam, if you remember, kind of yelled something. I don't know, but
No, I don't.
it's the door's closed though.
I'm not trying to give away my position, so I'm not saying a damn thing.
Okay.
Oh, you're invisible.
Sarah, I don't know if you
well,
would have
I mean,
noticed it.
It
I
is.
don't know if you would. I don't know if you would have noticed it because of all the other ruckus going on.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stay put then.
Okay. Ben, what's Adam gonna do now?
Is this a solid door?
It's like a solid oak door.
Okay,
But it's
so
like a
there's not
single
like
door.
there's not like little windows or anything in
No,
like
it's just
a-
solid. There's no window.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just solid.
Okay.
I was being told in
You
the chat
have
that
advantage on all the
Adam
people
did
the
in character
front.
yell about running to the back door or something, but
I did tell everyone that I was going. I asked about the back door. She said shit, and then I ran there, and then basically turned invisible.
Just don't let me waste my turn on giving you advantage. I thought it would help.
I'm not there. I can't do anything with those.
Fuck.
I'm on the opposite side of the lodge.
You still got Brickers and Slim.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to open the door
Mm-hmm.
and cast color spray
You're gonna open the door. Okay.
at 3rd level directly out the door
Why are you opening
into
the door?
You're
okay.
okay.
Mute Katie. I'm gonna open the door
You know
and
me.
cast color spray.
I'm usually such a fluffy marshmallow DM. I'm like anything you want. You're pulling a door inward, and there's these things like up against it. You can do this, and you can do color spray. I'm telling you, you're gonna take an opportunity attack. from
That's
the front
totally
one
fine.
Coming in. Okay.
Don't care. I
Okay.
think there is a distinct lack of like self-preservation instincts in me right now. So let's see, 3rd level. Colors.
This is gonna happen like as you're like doing it.
Yep.
There you go.
Ben, you got a bless.
Oh, thanks, Al.
Also,
what?
Brickers had a bless.
one
I
hit
don't know
ya?
if you ever used it.
21 hit you.
It does. Even if I cast shield, it does.
Can you make me a con save?
Sure thing. It's cocked. Come on now. 21.
Okay.
Yeah, 19
You
on the
take
die.
6.
I...
Mhm.
6?
You take 6 slashing damage, but it grabs you. It grabs onto you. At the end of your turn, you can try and make a saving throw to escape this
Sure.
grapple.
Alright. Let's see what we
So
get.
it's all bound to you.
for
But I'm gonna let you do also because it's like, I'm gonna say it's happening all simultaneously, so I'm not gonna do disadvantage because it's whole like.
I just rolled
Still do.
3 10s in a row on my d10. I got
Nice.
3 more. I got
Okay,
3 more.
So wait, does color spray just hit or it's?
Yeah, so the way that it works is starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points, each creature affected with the spell is blinded until the end of your next turn. Subtract each creature's hit points from the total before moving on to the creature with the next creature with the lowest hit points. The creature's hit points must be equal to or less than the remaining total for that creature to be affected. So I am rolling 6d10. I'm currently at 38. I've got 2 more rolls.
Okay.
46, 56, 56. Jesus, that was right. 40. Wait.
I love math.
Yeah.
I'm a preschool.
I just
so
rolled.
no.
I just rolled 3 10s and then 3 8s, and I will never use another D10 in my entire life. So I guess the one that has me grappled is probably the first one that gets hit. So if we subtract its HP from 56, is there enough HP left over from that pool to blind more than one of them?
No.
No. Okay. Cool. So that one is blinded.
Okay.
Let's see. And then what do I have for bonus actions? I'm gonna take disengage as a bonus action. I don't know how you want to rule that if I'm currently being like grabbed by one.
Ben, what level did you cast it at?
I think it's third.
Third? You
Third-
get
third
4 more
level.
D10.
One more.
Well
Oh,
then.
right. Oh, hell yeah. That's right.
Chat's coming in clutch.
So you're definitely gonna get past this one and get one more. But I don't
Okay.
think before D10 you're not gonna get a third one.
That's
So
a
you're gonna take
9. So that would.
Yeah, I
bring
mean
us-
you're gonna yeah.
So 65.
Is this damage being dealt or you're
No,
just
no, no.
rolling to
This
see
is
how-
just
okay.
this is just
see how
to
many
blind
get
them.
blinded. Okay.
Yeah.
It does. You're getting 2, even if you
Okay.
max out. You're getting 2 are
Right.
blind.
72.
Yeah.
Okay.
All total, yeah, 2 are blind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So 2 of them are blind, and then if I can take the bonus action to disengage, I will do that.
Okay.
But I'm only gonna move to. I'm still gonna keep myself between them and everybody else. So I'm
Okay.
backing up so that it's gotta move to me. But
I mean,
not
it's
yet.
also
shut
on
the
one's on
door.
you and holding you.
Okay. That's fine.
It's blind, but it's on you and holding you.
Okay.
Make me a. I'll let you choose if you want to do dexterity or strength to escape.
Absolutely dexterity. Just a check, saving throw. What am I doing?
Yeah, save.
Does a 23 do it?
Yes, you get out of it.
Okay, cool.
The
Sweet.
disorientation from going blind gives you enough to get out of it.
Sweet. Cool. Yeah, then I'll use my bonus action to disengage and then just back up a couple feet and sort of set myself up. Yep.
So there's two. There's one inside the lodge now. The door's open. There's one in the doorway, but those two are blind. And there's another one behind them.
Cool.
But okay.
My
Frickers.
turn.
Right.
Not.
So,
Mhm.
there's one at my feet, right?
There's one in front of you, standing.
There's one in front of me standing. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Great.
The one that
well,
was that one wasn't in the flame. That wasn't in the flame wall, in the fire wall.
Got you. Well, let's
There's one
try
you're
and knock
fighting.
that one in there, then, eh?
Yeah.
Let's do that. So that's a 12 to hit.
I'm sorry, it does not.
No, that's all right. I'm going to swing again at it. Does a 19 hit?
It sure does.
Great. Has this one taken damage before?
It has.
Oh, Katie's saying that you have advantage on the one that you missed.
Oh, from the bliss.
Yeah.
Is that all right if I just
Or not
use
from Bless, from
yeah.
from whatever she used
Fairy
on it.
fire.
Fairy
Fairy
fire.
Fairy fire.
Fairy fire.
Right. So can we just call that the second roll on the first swing? Is that all right?
Sure. Yeah,
Great,
yeah. You
so-
hit it on the first swing. Before you take your second attack on it, roll me damage.
Sure. That is 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
All right. I'd like to
Almost
knock it back 5 feet into the fire if I can.
You okay? You do.
Right. Is there any other bad guys nearby?
No, there's that one. You can go get it again. Hit it. With the reach of the warhammer. You're not going to get it in the fire, but.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's run over
But
there.
or you can turn around and you have enough movement to get to the one that's on fire in the middle of the lodge.
Oh, let's go do that then.
Okay.
That sounds like more fun. All right, I'll run over there
We'll
and
see if the one you knock back.
great.
The-
That one
Okay.
is not in the fairy fire, correct?
Correct.
Right. Let's take our swing here. Even worse. 11.
You still. Oh, well, no, not that one. Never mind.
No, it's in the middle.
What's the bless do?
D4.
DM, would I know if a D4 would impact the odds of me hitting this?
I'm gonna say you're such a battle tested. It's not. Yeah, it's not gonna.
Great.
It's not gonna hit. Yeah.
Great. I take a wild
I'm gonna
swing
hold on
at
to
it,
that. Yeah.
and that would be the end of my turn.
All right. Sloon.
I'm gonna go to that window again.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Shatter, cast Shatter. Basically, this time it's a 10-foot radius. They have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. All right.
Oh, nice.
What's the DC?
14.
Okay. 1 passes, 2 fail.
Okay, so take the one that fails takes a whole 20, and the one that passes takes half of it.
What's it look like when the two? How does Shatter kill something? Do they like?
So basically, what happens is so I point outside, and right from the middle of them, a very loud, ringing noise is painfully intense, and it's loud, and it's just shaking their whole bodies, and it basically causes them to grab onto their ears, or if they can't hear or whatever, their whole body sort of just shakes because of this loud ringing noise, and they take what kind of damage? Thunder damage.
Okay. I'm gonna say their heads explode.
Sweet.
Anything else?
That's it for my turn.
Okay. So you're doing this. Seems like it's going well at the front, the back, the door's open. You got flaming white inside. There is this almost deafening wail, shriek. It was high pitched. and let's see, all looking out towards the door, you see this streak of black lightning scream across the sky. It strikes down. There's a couple more whites that had come out of the brush and were heading towards it. Strikes down. They basically explode, and there's an eruption of black violet energy, like this big orb of energy. And then, bursting from the explosion, there are a host of new figures appear. First is a human woman, clothed in black with rust-colored hair tied in a bun, carrying an oversized mace. Her eyes blaze with white power. You see her unleash a wave of blinding light off in a direction. You can't see what's happening because it's outside. And then, with another ear-shaking roar, a gargoyle made of jade bursts forth behind her, flying, carried by a pair of long, powerful wings. He soars around the side. Sloon, you see out your window. You see him using the edge of his wings, like the top edge, and he is just flying behind these whites and slicing the tops of their heads off with his wings as he flies through, and he takes out 3 in a swoop out the window. And then following them, a dozen warriors clad in matte white plate armor, kind of almost looks like bone, but it's metal with razor edges at the elbows, and they're all wearing white helms shaped like the skulls of various animals and carrying weapons made of glossy black metal. The Nixian Guard fan out with the 2 godless monarchs, the rulers of the Sunless Crossing, and a cadre of Nixian Guard burst through, shoulder past you all, quickly make work of the white in the lodge. Adam, you find the one that's bearing down on you, takes an axe to the middle of its skull, and then the one behind it is quickly dealt with, and then in a matter of moments, the bleeding whites are no more.
Looks like
Okay.
the cavalry has come.
Ugh, I was just getting warmed up.
Got him right where I wanted him.
I didn't
So-
think for a second we were going to win that, if I'm being entirely honest with
You're such
everyone
a
here.
sourpuss.
I'm not a sourpuss, I'm just a realist.
I had it.
You didn't have it,
I had it.
Brickers. Brickers.
He was doing great.
Brickers, you were doing amazing, but there were a lot of them.
It's like 5.
There was... Okay, yes, there were 5.
Sarah, how many were there?
At least 5.
There's at least 5.
5 it is.
I didn't count. Oh.
I counted too
The-
fucking many.
That's a lot.
That's less than 5.
It's more than 5.
2 is less than 5.
Adam, I just started to like you a little bit.
I'm
Please
ribbing
don't.
you.
The ribbing
The-
was for all of our pleasure. Sorry.
Bravo. If you didn't have inspiration already, I would have just given it to you. Unless you used it in
Raid.
that fight.
Ah,
Getting a raid.
Yay, welcome.
Welcome, Raiders.
Sit
Welcome,
tight. We are
Raiders.
not done yet. We're coming, but so outside the lot, so the
That's what
Nixian
she
Guard is
said.
sweeping
Sorry.
through, looking for stragglers, and Johan comes up to you and goes, holy shit, the godless monarchs want to talk to you. That's them. That's the rulers.
They wanna-
they
to-
want to talk
To
to
us,
We get a reward of some
Yeah.
sort.
no one else is
I don't know.
concerned that the godless monarchs
literally-
want to. Okay.
Oh, I'm just marching out there. Hey, monarchs! Look what we did.
Hmm.
Sloon is
Oh.
right behind. It's like, yeah, we did all that.
I
They turn.
don't. Okay. Hello.
Ashlyn, the human woman with her hair in a bun and the oversized mace, she looks at you with a kind smile and says, "Thank you for your efforts in fending off this threat." And in a deep, gruff voice, Vale, when the tall, jade-hewn gargoyle starts to speak, goes, "You comported yourself with honor," and before you can finish the thought, there's a terrible rending sound, like dozens of canvas sheets being violently ripped apart across the fields, and all around you, you stand just outside the doorway. You see cracks of darkness form across the ground and through the air itself, as if something is tearing apart the very fabric of reality.
Oh.
Black shadow pours forth like liquid, and before you can even begin to process that sight, dozens of creatures begin to crawl through these cracks. Crimson veins pulse, and their sickly gray skin stretched taut over long, gangly limbs, ending in
Great.
oversized, clawed hands and feet. A vertical seam appears, running up the center of their headless torsos, and splits open, turning the creature's entire midsection mass into a gaping maw of wicked teeth. With their long, prehensile tongues hanging so low they drag along the ground, they let out an ear-splitting shriek and
Please
attack.
tell me they're with you.
Hey, it's not just me seeing that, right?
No, there's definitely more than 5 of them now.
Are
Yeah.
they with you?
Okay.
No. Do you want to
Great!
new initiative or keep? Or you,
New
or, yeah.
initiative.
Or do you want to popcorn it? Or do you want to popcorn it? It's up to y'all. What do you want to do?
I mean, I was just gonna cast Shatter on that whole area.
I was maybe gonna rope
it's
trick
all
again
around,
at this
yeah.
point.
Potentially, like,
I mean,
if-
I was gonna take a long rest so I can get my spell slots back. Can I do that?
Mm-mm.
actually, I am
Unfortunately.
curious. You said there's like a hole in reality being torn here,
Like cracks. Like
cracks in
yes.
it.
Like
What
yes.
happens if we jump down the crack?
Could I cast Shatter on the cracks in reality?
You can try. Go for it.
I don't think that would be helpful, but sure.
Elira's eyeing the cracks for sure.
Let me see if I have a gluing spell. I don't think that exists.
What would happen if someone were to put themselves into one of these cracks?
I mean, you can find out.
I'm gonna cast Shield on myself
Jesse's
and
gonna,
tackle.
Jesse, say it.
tackle
You're gonna
everything.
explode. I don't want you to have a hernia.
I'm going to fly.
You're gonna crack a rib. Try to hold that in.
I want to go in the crack. God damn it!
I think Brickers would try and knock one of these
I mean, do you
fuckers
just
into a
want me
crack.
to tell- I know we're kind of, yeah. I mean, you'd probably cease to exist.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to be like baseballing these fucking things into the cracks if I can.
Hell yeah. I want to jump in action. I want to do this. Like, let's keep it dynamic. What's happening? People that are outside that stomped up first. I'm going to say it was like Brickers and Sloon were like the most forthright. You're up front. You're seeing these first. What are you doing?
I'm going to create a minor illusion.
Okay.
Wait, how big is that? It's just not big. Okay, wait, no. I'm going to create, I actually have a phantasmal force, which is a 2nd level illusion, and I'm going to cast that. And it's going to be, an illusion that would create a sort of like black hole. And if they see it, they're going to think that there's an actual black hole there. And they're going to try, like, I'm going to make them try to avoid that black hole by going back into the crack. That is what.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to try and do with it.
Okay.
But basically,
Like they're gonna try and stay away from it and maybe inadvertently like fall
Maybe.
back through. Okay.
maybe. But so the intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
That is what I'm gonna do.
Only have a mic. So what's the DC?
DC is 14.
I'm just rolling for like all the ones in your immediate vicinity. They all fail.
Yes. Okay, so they're either gonna try to basically if they're within 5 feet of the phantasm, which is the black hole, they're gonna take 1d6 damage. Each round on my turn. So as long as it's still happening.
Where did
they're gonna
you
take
like? How
1d6.
did you put it? Like close to you all, or
No, to them. It's 10
Okay.
foot. So
Like you
it's
tried to get-
actually,
did you try-
like,
you tried to
range
get it?
60 feet. Like the range
you
is
can get
60
3 of them
feet
with that
and
damage. Yeah.
Sweet.
DM
So each,
disadvantage was redeemed in chat. Pat,
so
What's that?
basically,
you have disadvantage.
What does that
so
mean?
redeemed. It means you have disadvantage.
On your next roll, you roll
Patrick.
disadvantage.
so for this round, each of them get 5 damage, just psychic damage.
Okay. Cool. All right. Brickers, you want to do anything? Oh, I should also point out as this is happening, they take the damage. Other ones you see, they start eating like everything, the ground, the grass, the air. They're eating reality.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
All right. Creepy. So am I up there, do you?
Yeah.
Great. Well, I think I feel a burning coming from me sporing in the groin region. I peek in there and I think the glow, the green finger that I bit off of that orc is glowing, and I grab that, and I think I'm kind of rejuvenated with righteous fury, and as a bonus action, I cast Hunter's Mark on the closest
Okay.
bad guys, and I take a couple of swings. And since we're getting kind of long in the tooth here, with my bonus action, each subsequent round, I would probably move that Hunter's Mark to something if it was still alive, and just wail on shite with me hammer in an attempt to knock these things into these rifts into reality.
Okay. Heck yeah.
So I don't know if you want me to roll anything or if we're just kind of like Brickers is
What is
doing
RP
violence.
this? I know we're a little. It's been
Hey,
yeah.
doing a lot of
You're
violence.
Heck yeah, loving it. You're. It's like tea time. You're just golfing them, like you're just smacking them. There's some and ones that fall into the crack, they're taking the damage. And ones that fall in the crack are getting swallowed up.
Great, and he's just cackling wildly the whole time.
Yeah.
Who is next?
While that happens, though, you see. I'm gonna throw on some flavor. While you're doing that, though, you see that liquid shadow I mentioned pouring out of those cracks is like seeping along the ground and kind of snaking along. You actually see it touch one of those Nixian guard and kind of like shoot up its leg, and the Nixian guard just kind of stops and stands still and just kind of stares as one of these creatures with the big open. It's like imagine like a torso with no head, and it's just like open, and the maw just devours it and just lets it happen.
Gross.
And then you see another one of these creatures with its lolling tongue actually scoop up a goop of this black liquid shadow and hurl it in another Nixian guard who barely ducks out of the way. You see another one leaping at it with a barbed tongue trying to slash it open.
Can
Alara, Sarah, Adam, what are you doing?
Danger, Loogie.
So I have 2 things that I want to do. The first thing before you said that is I think Elira would just be shooting with her bow, trying to do something very similar to Brickers, knocking things into the rifts, kicking, using her body. The second thing is, I don't know if it's perception or insight, but does this feel unwinnable? Like, is this the kind of thing where because of this shadow ooze, we need to run? Or does it feel like there is something...
If you're taking the monarchs are all in, like far. You're seeing like
Okay.
Ashlyn is smashing one with her mace with one hand, and then bursting a like white light from another. Incinerating another, and Valen is just like slicing with his wings, stomping with his feet, crushing with his hands, his jade stone hands. They're fighting. They're going all out. They're like, and they're screaming and trying to rally their guards like to not quit, not give up. I'd say
God,
no.
okay.
You can do it. Yeah. We're just everyone jump in. Where's RP in this? Kind of we're in overtime a little bit here. So let's just
I'm definitely going to be doing something very similar to Brickers, but I have a weird question for you.
Okay.
If I was, and this you can say no because this is not mechanically how the spell is written. I would like to use absorb elements to just pick up a small amount of this like inky blackness on the ground. And I want to see if by absorbing an amount of it without it doing any damage to me, if I can get some sort of insight into what it is.
Normally, I'd make you make a pretty difficult Constitution saving throw for this. This thing is for time. I'm gonna say sure you do in the heat of the moment. You're just locked in. You've had too much bullshit happen today. You died. You had to deal with like this asshole version of yourself that had the audacity to just like speak raw truth. What a dick. And
Fuck that bitch.
you get this is just some kind of element. This is like if despair was a physical thing. If the concept of despair and hopelessness was a physical thing. That's what this is.
And if I, in turn, feel hopeful, does that have any effect on the blackness?
I'm gonna say, if you are like you're feeling it's like tug, but you resist it.
Yeah.
It seems to recoil, from you.
Okay. I think I turn and I'm like, everyone, use whatever grit, hope, resilience you have right now.
That's all I've got.
Well, that's good, I guess. And I'm going to keep just firing off arrows and continuing to try to kick things into the void.
Yeah, I'm going to say, we're gonna just cinematic this. Elra, you're just like rapid firing arrows. You hit one like in its like the joint of its leg, and it kind of drops to a knee, and the Nixian guard finishes it off. You hit another one, its maw is open. You hit it right dead center and drops it. Serotonin, what are you doing?
I have cast. I want to work with everyone who's trying to like pummel them through the voids, and I'm casting hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
To incapacitate them so they can't like fight back. So they can only be pummeled into the void.
Okay. I'm gonna say you're just killing it at that, and you're just like they're like freezing up and they're stuttering and they're just kind of like and it's allowing the more melee focused fighters to just like really lay into them, and it's working really well. Anything else you want to add?
Sarah, when Alira's like have a grit, Sarah looks at her and is just like, I don't have parents to go back to.
You don't need parents to have hope, Sarah.
But if they were all I had.
You have us now.
I think when she says they're all I had, I want to do two things. One is I want to put my hand on Sarah's shoulder and give her a bardic inspiration. Be like, you got at least one friend, and give her bardic inspiration. And then I have a question. So these rifts and these things look like they're eating reality. I have 3, 6, 8. I have 8 spell slots. Could I expend all of them as healing words to heal reality and try to close up some of these rifts?
I love it. Love the ingenuity. Go for it.
Okay. Do you want me to roll?
No, I'm
however
saying
many
while you do
D4s that is?
I'm gonna say do it. The sovereign Ashland sees you doing that, and is like, "Hell yes!" And then you see her, like, gather in, like, to concentrate. She like smacks with her mace one away, and then she drops the mace, and she like see her kind of it's like going Super Saiyan type shit. Gathers in, and then she actually screams with like the effort, and she sees you doing that, and you close like 8 of them, and then there's a few dozen more, and she lets out this burst of white light from her that streaks across, vaporizes a few of these void ravagers, as they're calling them, and seals up these cracks. She drops to her knees with the effort and feels like she's in a lot of pain and just kind of just staggering, and then all is still and quiet, and like the muck seems to have like disappeared. It's seeped into the ground, or it's gone. These monsters, you don't see any. Everything's really quiet. She's panting, trying to keep herself from passing out on the ground. It looks like it's maybe over.
Did I kill more than she did?
Who are you pointing to?
But like who killed the most?
You did, bud.
I knew it. All right. Great. Let's go get more drinks, eh?
Really, we're just gonna breeze past. Okay, yeah, let's go get more
So-
drinks and not have a conversation about any of this.
I could be
As
convinced to stop.
as this is
I am
as
here to
Johan's
flirt
like peeking
and
his
have a
head
good
out.
time.
Johan's like
Slim.
peeking his head out and sees like, you got nice work. I was rooting for you the whole time. I knew you'd do it. How you doing? And then I
Johan,
see
is that normal?
no, that definitely should not happen. I mean, and then Valen the Jade strolls over to you in very specific strides and kind of is all looking at. He's 7 feet tall. It's a big boy, and is like, no, that should not have happened. And you all comported yourselves with great honor and courage.
What the
and
fuck?
Valen
Like
asks, "What on?"
genuinely, what the fuck?
And Johan actually says to him, he's like, yeah, this ain't even the first. We've been seeing weird stuff all day. There was like the shadow storms out in the fields where I picked this gang up. They shouldn't be there. The ash falls heavier. Man's like, something is not right.
You
And
think?
with that, there. Yes, perfect. Thank you. I was waiting for someone to. I was waiting for that. And with that, a deafening crash of thunder rolls across the sky. Above you, the massive vortex of clouds grows dark. Streaks of blue lightning flash through the black and purple clouds, preceding another roll of thunder. As the clouds open up, and thousands upon thousands of bodies wreathed in golden flame rain down on the sun's crossing. And Johan
Cool.
says, no, that definitely shouldn't be happening. And that's where chapter 1 ends.
Oh my fucking
Holy
god.
shit, dude.
Cool.
Oh.
Cool. That
Everyone is
great.
taking it so in stride.
I don't have any expectations or I don't
Sloon
have
is-
a set like this
Sloon
could be
is
the average
dealt with a
fucking
lot.
day.
So far, this is Bricker's heaven.
Brickers is like,
Sloon
oh, I
is
did
dealing
everything
with a
right in
lot.
life.
There's so much violence.
Just Sarah's new hope is that this group doesn't abandon her like her parents did.
Oh, baby.
I feel like Elira went into this hating everyone and is suddenly like, must take care of all the poor babies.
I am your mother now.
I am mother.
I'm the mama now.
Jesus Christ. Thank you, Pat.
Pat, that was
Holy
sick.
shit.
Well, thank you all. Thank you all for sharing your time, both everyone in the audience and you five especially. Thank you so much. I hope that was. Why don't we go around? This is again. This is the Black Ballad. We're finding out as of let me check. We're at. I mean, you all are amazing. We're at 75,000 raised. It's buck wild. We're on day 2 right now. I want to get these stretch goals. The ones I just want more than anything. We have some cool stretch goals, and I really want to push. The ones I want more than these. We have stretch goals built in that are. They only exist to give. They're not for us. They're not extra whatever. It's just to give raises to our free. We're already at the point all of our people are getting paid everything that they're owed, but we have I think it's like 80 or 85 or 88,000 whatever it is just all it is. All of that money is going towards 10% raises to all of everyone who artists, editors, freelancers, guest writers, everyone. We take that as Katie, Ben, and Jesse. We have experience in being on the other end of that spectrum in those we take care of our people, and we're gonna make sure they get paid, and we're already there, but we want to keep going more because I'm really proud of this. We're very excited for what comes next, and
Yeah, Pat,
Yeah,
when
thank
are
you
we
all.
expecting chapter 2?
I mean, I had a lot of fun with this group. I'd have to get clear. I would be down for a chapter 2 at some point. I don't know if we want to keep kind of slow rolling this thing out, but I don't know if I know we're all very busy and all that. But
I mean, I see a grouchy bolt in chat, so we could
Panics. Just
Buddy.
you let us know when you're ready for chapter 2 and we'll be here. for sure. I gotta write it. It says Rick.
Yeah, Rick, we're trading. Yeah, I wrote.
Seems fair.
We take a little bit of people behind the scenes. We do like a primary writer for each chapter, and then there's like dev people, dev editors. You get pass and feedback. I myself was a primary writer for this chapter 1. Rick is going to take chapter 2.
Cool.
Rick's already written chapter 10, so we got to
a lot of order. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's the best part.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you all so much. Why don't we go around again? I want tell everyone who you are, and what you got going on. Obviously, you all are an absolute delight to game with and watch play these games. So let people know where they can see more of you, please. Glyza.
Oh, hey, that's me. I'm Glyza. I go by they, them. I do a lot of stuff on the internet. If you want to find it, just go to bio.link/classical Glyza or @classical Glyza everywhere on the socials. That's Twitch, TikTok, Hive, Instagram, whatever have you. If you find a classical Glyza, that is me. And no one else. There are 2 things that I want to plug. Next week on Monday, Game Woven is a podcast that I love, and it's going to premiere on March 13. And basically, Game Woven is a world built by playing multiple world building games. So basically, it starts from like 0, and we built it up. Well, I didn't build it up. They built it up. Game Woven is that podcast. A couple of great people will be on the premiere, and myself will be on there as well. So follow Game Woven on Twitter for the premiere. I'm very excited for that show to come out. Also on Wednesdays, I do book clubs on my own channel. I have started reading Animorphs. That's right. I'm going to be reading all 54 plus bonus books. That's 64 books. I'm on book 2. So if if you don't have anything to do on Wednesdays and you want to hang out, just go to twitch.tv classical Glyza, where I'll be reading Animorphs. So that's it. That's it for me. Thanks.
Awesome. Jesse.
Hey, I am Jesse Jurdek. You can find me on the internet at Jesse Jurdek, all of the socials, all of the whatevers. I do Twitch streams typically on Wednesdays. I'll be pushing mine to tomorrow. I'm actually really excited. I have a special guest, like a very, very special guest that's going to be appearing on my Twitch stream tomorrow. So keep an eye on my Twitter. I will be announcing exactly when, probably about 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Let's hear what else. There will be an announcement for a audio. I'll give you guys I'm not even permitted to do this, but tomorrow we are announcing an audio podcast starring me and Crispy's Tavern and Crit Crab and Whistle While You Work. We do a D&D adventure podcast style. And then other than that, you can see me doing some other things I can't talk about yet. But come say hi, and I love you guys, and I got your back.
Awesome. Jennifer.
Hi, I am Jennifer. You can find me on socials at JenPeg. I'm a freelance illustrator and artist. You can also find me every Thursday on the Geekly Inc. channel playing Realm of the Frostmaiden campaign, as well as every other Thursday. I am back to Heroes of Iostera, which is on Scrib the Bard's channel. Yes, I play Realm of the Frostmaiden with Pat.
Awesome.
He's great.
Cool.
I get to be a player in that one. And
Yeah.
I get to be the one that vexes the DM on a regular basis. Me and Jennifer, I'd say, probably vex our GM the most.
Pat, your mic sounds
Real
great
quick,
right now.
Wow.
What about now? As it yeah.
Still great. Still a 10
Watch
out
us
of
on
10.
Thursdays. Katie and Ben, I'm
Still
going to hand
good.
over to you in a second to sign us off because this is your channel. Thank you so much for hosting us and letting us into your home. I just want to make sure I call out a couple people. There are so many amazing collaborators, and I look forward to calling out because the artists, our layout people, Ollie on social media, they're doing go to this ST Forge TikTok. Ollie's killing it on there. It's so much fun. Specifically this chapter that we just all played. So I mentioned I was a primary writer, but Rick and Court, who is here, just so it knows who everyone is. Everyone knows who Rick is pretty much at this point, but there are 3 official founders of the Storytellers Forge: myself, Rick, and Courtney Penny. Courtney is the glue that holds us together because Rick and I might write a bunch of garbled nonsense. Court is our chief editor and actually makes it legible for everyone. And then also I want to shout out Ray Jenkins and Jeff Mueller, who are our lead dev editors, who again help take the garbled insanity that Rick and I vomit onto the page and make it actually worthwhile. So thank you so much. That's sort of the core team of 5 of us that brought this chapter to life. Thank you all so much. Katie, Ben.
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you, Pat, and thank all of you for joining us. This has been so much fun. We have, I guess, 2 really big things to plug. The first is that tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time will be our first episode of our podcast, which is called How the Fuck. We will be filming it, we'll be recording it as a live stream and then editing it into a podcast. I cannot talk. And our first interviewee will be Susan Eisenberg, who you may know as the voice of Wonder Woman in everything animated. She is an incredibly accomplished voice actress. She has been in many video games, including Skyrim and Mass Effect and many more. And then again, fucking Wonder Woman. So, she definitely knows what she's talking about. And we're going to be chatting with her about how she got into voice acting, about what the industry is like, and everything in between. And then in addition to that, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, we have our core campaign, which is called Mitra Rising. Ben is our GM. He is wonderful. And yes, you are. And we are only 3 episodes in, so you haven't missed much. We actually got teleported into the world of the Black Ballad on Tuesday. So next week, we're going to be finishing up our adventure in the Sunless Crossing and then actually transitioning from D&D 5th edition into Pathfinder 2nd edition. Ben, have I forgotten anything?
So I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but so we're working with these folks called Storytellers Forge, and they just started a BackerKit. It went
Bunch of fucking
live
hacks.
yesterday. They're doing this thing called the Black Ballad. It's alright. Seriously though, let's get this thing to the stretch goals. That's really all. The artwork is so incredible and the writing is so incredible and the team of folks is truly not only are they good at what they do, but they're actually awesome people, which on top of all of the reasons as TTRPG folks, which I imagine is why you're still here after 3.5 hours, the people are amazing, and the future projects I'm sure will also be incredible. So it's not just about backing the Black Ballad, it's also about backing Storytellers Forge and ensuring that they can do more totally bomb-ass sessions, bomb-ass projects like this in the future. I also can't talk.
It's fine. We also got 2 more gifted subs. So Jesus
Sir Newt
Christ,
and
you
Olympian.
have
Alias
just gifted all the subs this evening.
And I do want to say, Liza, Jesse, Jen, and Pat, thank you guys so much for coming on and hanging out with us tonight. This has been a blast.
Yeah,
we got to
Thank
play
you for
together
having us.
finally.
Yeah,
I know.
right?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Please
Yeah,
come back. We would love to do this again. You guys are
Absolutely.
amazing.
We'll schedule that chapter 2 at some point in
Yeah.
the coming months. When it's written, that's an important prerequisite.
Rick.
Yeah, Rick, what the fuck? Why don't we have a chapter 2 already? What's wrong with you? I guess on that note, thank you so much, everybody, and hopefully see some of you here tomorrow when we chat to Susan, but otherwise, see you back for chapter 2.
Yeah.
Good night.
Thanks, y'all. Good night, everybody.